Chief Keef, what's going on? What's going on? Terry Canyon, what's going on? Rachel, what's going on? Queen Monique, how you doing? Life changes, what's going on? Melanated man, Mana, how you? What's going on, Sophia? How you doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Boy, I ain't seen y'all in a minute. Boy. I ain't see y'all in a minute. I said, let me come in here and holler at the folks and see what's going on. I want to come in here and get some updates, man. I want some updates for real, for real. What's going on, Queen Monique? I need some updates. I need some good news. I need all that. She says, where have I been? I've been, man, listen, I had to take a break. You know what? You know what? I tell y'all all the time that this coaching thing is crazy because especially if you are a person who really, really does this because you really care and you love the people and you want to see people succeed and sometimes you wear as a coach you'll wear a lot of the burdens of the people on yourself. I said, let me take a break. I started getting I wasn't in a what you call, well, I'm not saying I was in a bad place, but I was just carrying too much of other people's stuff, so I had to take a break and detox, decompress, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm back now. Yeah, I had to do it. Well, because y'all women, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, people that jump out here and want to coach because they feel like coaching is just a thing to do to make money. They don't understand when you really do this for real and you really concerned with the people and helping everybody win. It bothers you when you see people still getting taken advantage of, still getting manipulated by men in relationships, women still allowing men to do certain things after you don't sit with these ladies for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours talking about dating and relationships, what not to do, what to do, and this, that, and the third, and then they go right out and do everything you told them not to do. And it's just amazing to me. A lot of times women, y'all, it's like in a lot of cases, a lot of y'all women want to be in something so bad that you're willing to forfeit yourself to be in a situation that you think is going to be something good. Excuse me, remember the quotations here, something good for you. You think it. Some good news from me. You coached me a couple years ago, gave some great advice. I married Vanilla Bean. You what? Man, let me give it up for you. Good Lord, I don't never get no good news about this stuff, man. You married? Hold on for a second. Please come to the stage. We gotta talk. We gotta talk. Can I invite you up? Are you able to speak? Are you able to talk? I gotta invite you up. Are you kidding me? You are kidding me. You got married. I totally remember you, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Let me give you another chair. She can't talk. So you've been married now that's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. See, that's the stuff I like to hear. See, and this is what I need to do more of. I need to do more lives with people who have came and listened to me. They practiced some of the things I told them. And then they ended up in good situations. I need to do more lives like that. I need to hear from y'all more. A lot of times I don't hear back from y'all unless it's bad. Sometimes I don't really hear about the good news. So thank you for coming in, Vanilla Bean, telling me about the good news. I really appreciate it. Great advice. Listen up, ladies. He's speaking truth. So amazing. Vanilla Bean, let me ask you one question. What's one of the pieces of advice that you took from me that you used that help you to be successful? Can you put that in? What's one of the pieces of advice that you took from me that you used to help you be successful? I would love to hear that. What's going on, Christelle? How you doing? And this is what I tell y'all ladies all the time, is that it's only a matter of time before you're going to meet your person. You got to understand dating and relationships, it's a numbers game. Getting to know people is a numbers game. It's not always going to happen with the first person you meet, second, third, fourth. It's a numbers game. And one of the things I always tell you ladies also too is to make sure that you're on dating apps. A lot of y'all don't want to be on dating apps, but dating apps are necessary. I met somebody last night, a couple that got married last night on a dating app. It was a long distance relationship. Make him come to me. He didn't give it up early. Look at you. Look at you. How long were y'all in a long distance relationship before? And what did y'all decide? How did y'all decide to close the gap? How long were y'all in a long distance relationship, Vanilla Bean? And how did y'all decide to close the gap? Meaning, did you move with him or did he move to where you are? How did y'all do that? So it was 2 years. It's 2 years. That's good. But I tell you ladies all the time, you got to use the tools that you have. Yeah, that's a good question, Queen Monique. How long was the distance? You got to use the tools you have. Dating apps are a tool. And you got to remember, ladies, every time you out here, you walk outside your door, you always want to be presentable. You always want to look like you're open to meeting somebody. I see too many of y'all ladies that walk, she said 1,000 miles. Whoa. I see a lot of y'all ladies that walk out the house and some of y'all don't be looking presentable. Let's be clear. And I just got to be able to say that to y'all. And I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyes. This ain't something that somebody told me. What I've seen is that I see ladies that say they want to be in relationships, or you want to connect with somebody, you want to meet somebody, and you walk outside and you're not looking presentable, meaning that you're not looking like you need to be approached. Some of y'all just roll right out of bed, you know what I'm saying? Just throw something on because you feel like you just run into the store. Well, that could be the very day that you walk right into a particular person that may want to show some interest in you, but he's turned off because of the way you look. I don't care where you go, and you don't have to do a lot. I ain't saying you got to, do the face beat and put all the makeup on and all that. Oh, she said easy to move my job versus his. That's amazing. You ain't got to do the face beat and all that, but you need to look presentable. You can put your hair in a ball, put your nice t-shirt on, brush your teeth so you ain't not scared to talk to people because you know your breath ain't right. Brush your teeth, put something nice on, put your hair in a ball, put some nice sweats on, some nice sneakers, put some lotion on your ankles. You know what I'm saying? And get out and look the part. You ain't always got to be extrally over. Some of y'all just go outside and look in any kind of way. And can I tell y'all, I got a lot of stuff I want to say to y'all, but y'all got to be careful how I say things because I don't want to make some of y'all mad. He came out to meet you first, or did you meet him halfway? I always tell y'all ladies, Queen Marie, to make him come meet you first. You don't go meet him. Or if you live in a town where there's nothing that's going on, y'all meet in the middle. Yeah. She said he came to me. Coach said have him meet me. Yeah. I don't believe in y'all going to see men first. I don't believe in that. If a man is really into you, you always want to put him in a position of pursuing and coming after you. You should make it. I don't believe that you should make it super easy for a guy who's showing you some attention. Now, you don't have to make it super hard either. Let's be clear. It needs to be a great balance. You don't want to make it super hard, but you don't want to make it super easy as well. Some of y'all ladies get so excited about the attention that you're willing to just do anything for this particular guy. And a lot of times that's a turn off for a man. I'm going to be clear to y'all. Sometimes that's a turn off. What's up, Gloria? So you got to be very, very careful about that. If you meet a guy that's long distance, you know what I'm saying? If he should be able to come and see you. And then if he can't come and see you, and if you live in a town where ain't nothing really going on, and y'all ain't got nowhere to go and nothing to do, then you can meet halfway, but you don't go to his place first. If he can afford to fly you to where he is, he can afford to come and see you. And also, before you get in a long distance relationship, you got to make sure that the man can afford to come and see you, right? Because if you're dealing with a guy that can't afford to come and see you, you're going to be in a situation where you're always going to be coming to him. And I always tell you, ladies, that typically a man that sees value in you, as well as he's attracted to you, he's going to come after you. If he doesn't really see value in you, but he is attracted to you, he's going to require you to come after him. A lot of y'all think it's a good thing, or it's flattering that he wants you to bring you to him. That's not always a good thing because, you know what I'm saying, if a man is really into you, he don't mind sacrificing what he needs to sacrifice to come to where you are. Yeah. Value is different. You don't want a man, because men could be attracted to you all day long. He could be attracted to your body, how you look, how you dress, whatever. He could be physically attracted to you. He could be what's up, Tiff? He could be aesthetically attracted to you, sexually attracted to you, but it doesn't mean he see value in you, right? He ain't gonna put in no real effort to come after you. So you got to be careful with it. I think a lot of times, and I tell you this, see, I'm gonna tell you what codependency does. See, a lot of you ladies operate from a place of codependency. Right, and codependency puts you in a position where you're putting aside your own needs to meet the needs of another person. Now, codependency can work in any type of relationship. It can work in a mother-child relationship. It can work in a friend-to-friend relationship. It can make it with family dynamics. But in relationships, codependency is very, very clear. And typically, let me give you all this and remember this. If you are a person who has an anxious attachment style, typically people with anxious attachment styles become very, very codependent in relationships. Listen, if you are a person who has an anxious attachment style, typically people who have an anxious attachment style become very, very codependent in relationships because you are very afraid that people are going to walk away from you. That's what anxious attachment is. Anxious attachment is you need constant reassurance in relationships. You always have that fear of abandonment, of somebody walking away. So you have to do a lot or go above and beyond a lot of times to hope that a person is going to stay around. One of the ways I'd say to any of you ladies or men, if you're a person who's codependent simply means in a lot of ways that you allow your needs, you put your needs on the backside and make everybody else's needs, everybody else's needs above yours. That's what a codependent person does. You go above and beyond to be pleasing to everybody else and put your own needs last. And I like to say it really simply, like what it is that you're willing to make yourself comfortable to make everybody, you're willing to make yourself uncomfortable to make everybody else comfortable. If you are a person that does that, you need to work on yourself first. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you can get into these situations, and what happens is if you're really codependent, a lot of times you will turn some men off. Other men going to come in and take advantage of that because they're looking for somebody that's codependent. You want to serve them and do everything they need them to do. And then there's something called enmeshment. Enmeshment, when you get enmeshed into a relationship. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say that? How many of y'all have been in a relationship or know what it means to be enmeshed with a person? This is the things you gotta understand in relationships. When you're in a relationship, you gotta understand relationships are meant to be interdependent. You're both supposed to be individuals in the relationship. You're both supposed to be individuals in a relationship. You're not supposed to get into a relationship to where you lose your identity for that particular person, that situation. Are y'all listening to me? You're not supposed to lose your identity in a relationship. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody that won't allow you to be themselves. If y'all have went and purchased my ebook, The 5 Tips to Dating Success, I tell you some green flags to look for when you're dealing with a guy. And one of the green flags I'm telling you to look for when you're dealing with a particular man is you want to make sure that he embraces your differences. This is why I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have to go get the material that I have out there. If you haven't went and got downloaded that ebook, 5 Tips to Dating Success. If you haven't gone and got my 30-day guided workbook, you need to go get those products and start working through them, reading through them, listening to them, memorizing them, getting them in yourself. Right? You have to do that. How do you get the books? You go to paullbryant.com. Go to paullbryant.com. Go download the ebook. Find out what green flags you should be looking for. Right? What things should I be paying attention to with a guy that I'm dealing with that speaks about green flags? We always know red flags. Red flags ain't that difficult. It's the green flags we got to look for. Right? These are the things you want to pay attention to, because some of y'all get in relationships and you start dealing with a particular man, and now you lost your identity in this relationship. You become everything for him, and now your needs and his needs are in competition. Oh, y'all hear what I just said? Your needs and his needs are in competition. And whenever you're in a situation and your needs and the needs of your person are in competition, you are in a wrong, or it's going into, you got to start paying attention at that particular point. Is this a situation where I'm becoming codependent in this situation? Your needs should never be in competition with somebody else's needs. They want you to put their needs first, or you enmesh with this particular person. There's something, and I'll tell y'all, it's enmeshment. What does enmeshment mean? Anybody know what it means to be enmeshed in a relationship when enmeshment starts happening? I'm gonna let y'all talk to me for a minute. Anybody know what that means? All right, so enmeshments, and when you enmesh with a person, means this. It means everything about their life becomes your problem. Right? So let me use an example. Say you're dealing with somebody who has a drug problem or something going on in their life, right? They take their problem and make it yours. So they blame you for not showing up for them, not taking them to meetings, not doing the thing. Well, this is not my problem, sir. This is your problem. I can assist you with this. I can help you with this.
but I can't lose myself in that because this is not my problem. This is your problem. And what a lot of times people do is they take on the problems and the situations of their partners and make it their own. Right? And you feel, and when you don't do things that they want you to do, they make you feel bad about it. Say they're trying to lose weight and they'll say something like, well, you know, I would be able to lose weight if you go to the gym with me. Huh? What? If you would go to the gym with me, I would be able to lose weight. If you would walk with me, I would be able to lose weight. I would be able to work out if you just assist me in walking. Hold on. Walking with you is something I do voluntarily to support you. But that's not what I'm trying to accomplish in my relationship. So your life shouldn't be put on hold because I don't want to do something with you. And then you make me feel bad because I don't want to do it. That's what that's called enmeshment in relationship. When your lives become so much like the other person. Thank you, man. Your lives become like the other person. That's what I'm talking about. And that should never be. In relationships, there has to be interdependence. There needs to be two individuals working on themselves, pursuing their life goals together in relationship as individuals. I shouldn't have to get in a relationship with you and now my life stopped because your life just and everything becomes about your world. That's not a healthy dynamic in a relationship. It's not. And I see a lot of ladies that do that, and a lot of that stems from being a person who's codependent. If you are a codependent person, you can always kind of track that back to being a person who probably has an anxious attachment style. One of the ways this is why, ladies and gentlemen, it's good for you to know what your attachment styles are so you can work on those before you get into relationships, because you want to get in a relationship. Because I'm going to tell you right now, people who are predators and they prey on women, they looking for somebody to come in. They trying to sniff you out. They want to sniff you out. Or what's going to end up happening in a lot of these cases, you fall into a situation where you're dealing with a man who comes in and he starts love bombing you in the beginning. Right? I tell you ladies this all the time. Anybody that you meet in the beginning, typically in the beginning, they always going to do everything you need them to do. Now, is everything love bombing? This is what we got to talk about. Is when people do things nice for you in the beginning, buy you stuff, take you places, whatever, does that always mean that that's love bombing? No, it does not. No, it does not. Love bombing is really, really very, very, very blatant. This is what people do. How can you tell the difference of love bombing and just somebody being nice? Is there a difference? Can you tell the difference of somebody love bombing and somebody just being nice? Okay, let me read this to you. This is what love bombing. Love bombing is an act of trying to exert power and control over another person's life through excessive displays of love early on in a relationship. That's what love bombing is, really. Let me read it again. Love bombing is the act of trying to exert power and control over another person's life through excessive displays of love early on in a relationship. Excessive displays of love early on in a relationship. That's what love bombing is. Love bombing might look like showering a person with gifts and all this. And what y'all got to understand about love bombing, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Love bombing comes in two different forms. Okay? How many of y'all know the forms that love bombing come in? Talk to me about that. Y'all talk to me today. Y'all Coach Paul coming in hot today. I ain't seen y'all in a while, so I'm about to give it to y'all today. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. I done took some time off. I'm refreshed. I'm about to give it to y'all today. How many of y'all know two major types of love bombing? Talk to me, sisters. Talk to me, brothers. And while we listening today, Gloria, I want you to put my website because I don't have it in here. Let me say this real quick before I give y'all the answer to this. All of y'all ladies that are if you're in Dallas, Texas area, especially my men in Dallas, Texas area, my event, July the 2nd, is going down Wednesday. Wednesday is going down. Wednesday is going down. This coming Wednesday, July 2nd, is going down at Cigars International in the Colony here in Texas. We're going to have a discussion, cigars and conversation is what it's going to be. We got men, we got women. We're going to talk relationships. You ladies, y'all going to hear from the men. Men, y'all going to hear from the ladies. Now, I would tell y'all to go click the link into my bio and get your RSVP ticket. RSVP is going out. The tickets are gone for RSVP. You can show up still, though. And I want y'all to be in the building. This is going to be an opportunity, ladies, for y'all to get some of your questions answered, and you're going to get answers from people other men outside of myself. Men, we're going to be able to hear from these ladies and get an understanding from ladies what's going on. If you are in the Dallas, Texas area, Fort Worth area, McKinney, all these places, Arlington, Austin, wherever you at, this coming Wednesday at Cigar International. Y'all see the flyer right there? Y'all see that flyer right there? This coming Wednesday, Cigar International, we're going to be there doing a live event, a singles event. It's going to be great. We're going to have a great time. I want y'all to come through. Also, let me say this. For all of you ladies that are dating and getting to know people, this is what I want to do. I'm going to do this for y'all today to be a blessing to at least 7 women today. I'm not doing any more than 7. 7 women only. I'm giving this to the day. For the first 7 women that go and download either the ebook from my website or you purchase the 30-day guided workbook, with your purchase, you're also going to get a coaching call along with that. I'm going to give you a free coaching call with the purchase. Well, you know what? Okay, I don't know. Should I do? Okay, I'm gonna do both books. I usually do the coaching call with the guided workbook because I understand everybody finance baby million. So today, for all of you ladies that go, okay, now I'm gonna do it like this. For the first 5 women that downloads the ebook, you're gonna get a. Now I'm gonna do it for everybody. I'm gonna give it all of y'all. For all of y'all women, I'm gonna do it for the first 7 women. For the first 7 women to go and download the ebook today from my website, or you purchase the 30-day guided workbook, you also gonna get a coaching call along with the book with your purchase today. The reason why I want to put this book in y'all hand is because you need it. Now let me talk about this. Can I give y'all this information about love bombing? Let me give y'all information about love bombing. Let's talk about love bombing again because I want y'all to know crystal clear what it is. Glory, if you could put the website in there so they can go and purchase those books so they can have them. But love bombing is the act of trying to exert power or control over another person's life through excessive displays of love early on in a relationship. This is what love bombing is. Love bombing is somebody trying to exert control and power over your life through excessive displays of love early on in the relationship. Now, is all displays of loves and gifts and all that, is that all love bombing? No. Sometimes people are just nice. We don't want to put everybody in the category of love bombing you because that's not what it is. I don't want y'all to be in a situation to where you can't accept a gift from somebody. Or you don't know how to take a compliment because that's also something that's toxic. Let me be clear. And I talked about that to y'all before, the last time I was on. For y'all women, you got to get to a place to where you understand that taking a compliment from somebody doesn't mean that you owe them something back. Taking a gift from somebody doesn't mean that you owe them something back. What's up, Lady DJ? Okay. So you got to make sure that you be very careful about that. There's 2 types of love bombing I want to talk to y'all about today. The one of them that y'all know very, very easy. Everybody know about this type of love bombing. What is it? When they give you physical gifts. This can be, if you're not careful, this can turn into a type of love bombing. When they want to do things for you. Like for instance, they big ticket purchases for you early on. Now, you want to pay attention to this. Big ticket purchases for you early on. A lot of gifts, right? Telling you they want to pay bills for you early on, trips early on. This could be a form of love bombing. And what happens is if you are a person who's vulnerable and you just get happy with somebody doing something nice for you, you can fall victim to this type of situation. I heard a story about a lady who met a guy. It turned into love bombing. He started doing a lot of stuff for her. She was just so excited that he was doing stuff for her, taking care of her, buying her gifts. They got married in 6 months. And eventually, he ended up unaliving this particular woman. Hey, what's up, Vivacious? He ended up unaliving this particular woman. Because what happens is when you start getting all these gifts and stuff and like that, and he starts making you feel good and giving you a lot of y'all get lost and you don't pay attention to things that are going on. And that relationship turned physical, and he ended up unaliving a particular woman. Yeah. So you got to be careful. Now, what is another form of love bombing outside of gifts? What do y'all think is another form of love bombing outside of giving you gift? Nah, she was African American, and the man was also African American. That's good, Queen Monique. So there's something called emotional gifts. So you have physical gifts and then emotional gifts, right? What are emotional gifts? Let me give you an example of emotional gifts. Emotional gifts, that's when you're getting all them, nice text messages. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, honey. Good morning, you're the, good morning, queen. You're getting all those types of text messages. They telling you stuff like, I miss spending time with you. I miss being around. These are emotional gifts. Pay attention. What are some more? Telling you on a regular basis how much they love and appreciate you, how awesome you are, how wonderful you are. Emotional gifts, right? How lucky they are that you chose them, how lucky they are to be with you, how awesome you are. Emotional gifts. You see how this can get you locked into a particular person really, really quick? You got to be careful with this, all right? It also might look like, now this is where emotional gifts get you. Listen to this. When they give you those fantasy statements, like, I can't wait to marry you one day, or I can't wait to start a family with you. And then you over there like, girl, I can't wait to be with you one day. I can't wait to marry you one day. I can't wait for us to be together one day. These are emotional gifts. Thank you, B. Jackie, for all of the gifts. Woo, and sharing alive. These are the emotional gifts that you get from a particular individual. So a man that's going to love bomb you, he's going to come in, and he's going to come in with emotional gifts. You get what I'm saying, Lady DJ? He's going to come in with those physical gifts. And listen, what I want y'all to do is when y'all start meeting men is pay attention to these types of things. Now listen, it's like I said to y'all before in the beginning. Every time a man does this does not necessarily mean he's love bombing you. Let me tell you the stages that happen. Whoo, we about to get into some deep stuff. Let me get into some deep stuff now. Now I'm about to educate y'all women on some things. And let me tell y'all something. This is what honestly frustrates me a lot of times when I'm dealing with y'all ladies, because I'm giving y'all the core of the game. And I tell y'all all the time, the game don't change. The game is going to be played always the same. It's always the same game. It might be played at different levels. Some people might have a lot of money to give, but it's always typically the same game. Right? The story with P. Diddy was a great example for all of y'all people to pay attention with of the game on display. How he manipulated, emotionally manipulated, love bomb these women to get them to the place where he then took total control of the situation. You know what? I'm about to give y'all some stuff. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna do today. Because I love y'all, I'm gonna give y'all some stuff today. How many of y'all ready for some deep stuff today? We're gonna go deep today. We're going deep today. We're going to go deep today. Let me give y'all this, because I want to give y'all this information. Listen to this. So we got physical gifts. We got emotional gifts that comes along with love bombing. Now, here's the thing. Whenever love bombing starts, there's a cycle that happens with love bombing. Okay? The cycle that happens with love bombing is called what is it called? It's called, what's the word I'm looking for? Hold on. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a devaluation that happens in love bombing. That's not what I'm looking for. What's up, Tanya? There's devaluation that happens in love bombing. But before devaluation, There is, let me get the word. I want to get the word for y'all. Hold on. Oh, here we go. What happens with love bombing, you're going to have the idolization stage. The idolization stage happens in the beginning when it comes to love bombing, right? So there you go. There you go, Lydia. She said it right there. The idolization stage, right? Where they start to, as if they idolize you, right? Or putting you on a pedestal, or making you feel amazing. Right? It's almost like they're idolizing you. They're giving you this. This is where these emotional gifts come in. I love being around you. You're so amazing. You're the best thing since sliced bread. I never had somebody treat me like you treat me before. You're so amazing. I like being around you. I can't wait to marry you one day. All this kind of, let me give you some gift. He taking you here. He paying your light bill. I just want to pay your light bill because I see you over there struggling with those kids, and I want to help you pay a bill. I want to help you with your car payment because I see you over there. Oh, there's idolization stage. But when he gets you to the idolization stage, the next thing that happens to know that this is love bombing is, guess what? The devaluation comes in. Now you're starting to be devalued. Now, what am I talking about? Devaluation is a behavior and emotional shift that occurs in a relationship when a partner who was previously elevated, cherished, and adored is now either insidiously or dramatically depreciated or debased. Ooh, woo, woo. So here's what we're talking about today. In the beginning, when you're dealing with a particular person, you paying attention, not just because they're giving you gifts, because giving you gifts doesn't mean they love bombing you. Not because they're giving you kind words, because just because they're giving you kind words doesn't mean they love bomb you. They could be very nice people. But what you're looking to see is if this going to continue in the way that it always has, or is there going to come a stage that now the person who is idolized is now being devalued. Now, you know why a lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, in these types of situations, do you know why a lot of times y'all get caught up? Oh, y'all don't want me to, y'all want me talking today. I'm giving y'all, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. What I'm giving y'all today, when y'all start going out dating after this, you should not lose unless you're carrying around a lot of trauma. Trauma will always cause blind spots in your life and cause you to miss things that you should see. Trauma does. Right? So when you start dealing with a particular guy, always know, ladies, the first stage of dealing with a particular man in the beginning, for especially for a toxic guy, what's the first stage that's gonna happen? Let me test y'all real quick. Make sure y'all listening. What's the first stage you're gonna see? Thank you, just me. Come on now, y'all talk back to me. I just told y'all. What's the first stage that you're going to see that's normally going to happen with a dude who's toxic? Idolization. Only one person knew this? Come on now. Idolization is going to happen first. So ladies, here's what I need y'all to do. When you meet a guy in the beginning, I don't want y'all to speak to the things you see. I just want to know what I want you to pay attention to it, because now you've been educated on what's happening. Honey, I love you. Honey, you're so amazing. I can't wait to marry you one day. Those are what kind of gifts? Because there's a difference. He's either going to giving you one or another gift. When he comes in talking about how amazing you are, how much he loves you, how much he appreciates you, how you're the best thing since sliced bread, how no other woman has treated him like that, what is he doing? He's giving you what kind of gifts? Emotional gifts at this point. So you know what's happening. Then he comes in, he says, well, let me buy this for you. Let me take you on a trip, blah, 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 blah. He's giving you what kind of gifts? What kind of gifts he giving to you right now? What kind of gifts is he giving to you? Come on. Physical gifts. So you're going to get two types of gifts from a man who's toxic and he comes in and love bombing, you're getting one. Write this down, ladies. Number one, you're going to get physical gifts. All right. Number two, you're going to get a lot of emotional gifts. Now, you don't have to be alarmed when you see this. What I want you to do is be aware when you see this. Now, just because he's doing this does not mean he's automatically toxic. It does not mean that he's trying to manipulate you. But you know what's happening, and I want you to watch and pay attention. You can say to yourself now, oh, I see what he's doing. Right now, he's giving me emotional gifts. But I'm going to take them. It's all right for you to take the emotional gifts. Take them. He tell you how great you are. Thank you. He tell you how amazing you are. Thank you. Take it. It's all right. But you watching because you know these are emotional gifts. Then he wants to give you some physical gifts. You can either choose to take it or leave it. It's whatever you. But taking it don't make you wrong. Taking it shouldn't put you in a situation to where you're blinded to who this person is, or now you're closing a blind eye to things you see. Because if he gives you physical gifts and now you taking a blind eye, that means there's something going on with you. Because a healthy person don't buy into that. I just take the gift and say thank you. If you're unhealthy, you read more into that than what it really is. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. All right. So you're going to get physical gifts. You're going to get emotional gifts. All right. Let's go. Let's move to the next one. Now, in the beginning, KB, Kim, who we got in KB, B Jackie, thank you for the love. Everybody see my listen, let me tell y'all something. Everybody in here, I need y'all to do me a favor. That lady that y'all see in the comments, B Jackie sending all the roses, that's my fiance. I need all of y'all to go follow her, go support her page. Y'all support me, support her. We need to run her up today. She should have 100 of y'all going over there following her. If y'all love Coach Paul, y'all like what I do. This is my fiance, right? Y'all go show her some love. Follow her page. Send her some shout out because she got a lot to deal with me when she deal with me. She do a lot when she deal with Coach Paul. So if y'all not following my fiance, go follow her. Let's run her up today. All right. That would be a blessing to me. Yeah, Coach Paul ain't always the easiest to deal with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Trust and believe. Coach Paul be, yeah. She supports me in everything I do though. All right. So we got the physical gifts that's gonna come with love bombing. You got the emotional gifts that come with love bombing. You got the idolization stage that comes with love bombing. And then you got what? What's the number one? You got the devaluation stage. Now what? Let me read that again for all of y'all that just came in. What is the devaluation stage of the love bombing? The devaluation stage is a behavior or emotional shift that occurs in a relationship when a partner who was previously elevated, cherished, and adored is now either dramatically depreciated or debased. You're now dramatically depreciated or debased. But here's the issue. This is what I talk to you ladies about all the time. This is one of the problems y'all make when dating. I always tell y'all to make sure when you're getting to know somebody, you out here dating, you're getting to know multiple people, but you're going home and you're writing things down. You're keeping a dating journal. You're journaling your dating journey, right? You're writing things down that's questionable that you see. What's up, Nudgy? You're writing things down that you see that's questionable. You're making a note. This is your dating journal. I went out with Bob. He said this. He did this. I don't know. We're going to see. Whatever. You're keeping it up because I need you ladies to get into the point of doing reflection. Some of y'all move too fast. Y'all are in a car with a man who's going down the highway 80 miles an hour and you never tell him to pull over so y'all can do some reflecting. Y'all just going 0 to 100 real quick. You ain't got no healthy balance between me and we time. None. You don't take any time to reflect. Listen, when you get into a new relationship with a particular man, I'm telling you, these things can go so quick. They move so fast. They move emotionally fast. Everything happens. Your brain is spinning. This is something new. He's coming in. He's giving you emotional gifts. You are excited. You're telling all your girlfriends what a great guy he is. You're happy that you have finally found somebody. And guess what? You're moving fast and you're missing things. I need you ladies to learn how to slow the car down. Slow the car down and go and reflect. Sometimes you might have to tell him, like, listen, today it's going to be a me day. You might get a text from me in the morning. You might not hear from me the rest of the day. This is a me day, right? You taking your time to reflect to see what's going on. Why am I saying you need to do this? Why am I telling you need to do this? Because you know what? Listen to this. When the devaluation happens, I just told y'all there's a shift that takes place, and the person who's been cherished and adored, they're now depreciated, right? But listen to this. The shift that happens is not always obvious. It is unclear. It isn't clear until it's reflected upon after some time has passed. Usually this devaluation part is not obvious. It's not really, you can't just see it. It takes time. But what happens is you can only see it a lot of times when you sit and start to reflect. And then you realize, hold on. He ain't calling me as much as he used to call me no more. Hold on. He ain't showing up as usually he's showing on no more. Hold on. I ain't getting all these texts no more. Like, no. The devaluation part is starting to happen. Because a man who's really into you, he's consistent in his actions. That's one of the green flags I tell y'all to look for. Consistency. Right? His words and his actions align. You don't want a man to start out with you real heavy and then you get emotionally connected because he's giving you all these emotional gifts. Now you're giving him your body because he's manipulated you emotionally. And now you just feel the need to be with him sexually. And now a man typically only want to have sex with you 3 times before he can start devaluing you at that point. And you don't understand what's happening because you so emotionally moving through this process and it's moving so fast. And you so happy. And all of your people are telling you he's a great guy. You telling everybody he's a great guy. Now you contemplate marriage and being with him forever. But you never take the time to reflect and realize that slight devaluing is starting to happen. It's starting to happen. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's starting to happen. So you have to be really, really quick. Now, before we get deep into this, how many of y'all gonna listen? How many of y'all gonna be with me today? How many of y'all locked in? Because we're gonna go deeper into this. Because I want to give y'all 4 different types of toxic men you gonna meet. 4 different types. It's more than 4, but I want to give you my top 4 today. How many of y'all ready? All right, we locked in. We in. Ain't no switching up. Homie came home, had to pick him up. All right, we locked in, right? I'm gonna give you all of this before I move forward. Because listen, I'm coming in here and I always want to give you all the real. I got to make some announcements real quick. Number 1, if you are in Dallas, Texas, or the Dallas area, especially if you're a man in here, women too, definitely women, but I know women are short. Men in here, please put a 1 in the comment if you're in Dallas, Texas area. Okay, y'all stay with me. We're going right back to the teaching. Don't leave because I need y'all to get this stuff locked down. Because after you get it locked down, I need y'all to go out and start getting to know people. But you're equipped to get to know people. What y'all don't understand is dating is not for the ill-equipped. You should be equipped to start dating. Dating is not for amateurs. I'm trying to equip y'all to be professional at this thing so you don't get taken advantage of. Okay? How many of y'all in the Dallas, Texas area? I want to make this announcement real quick. If you're in the Dallas, Texas area, anybody, this Saturday, next Wednesday, July 2nd, we're going to be at Cigars International. We're going to be having a live conversation. It'll be cigars and conversation. If you don't smoke, you can still come, whatever. Cigars and conversation this Wednesday, 7:00 p.m. at Cigar International. Ladies, y'all going to be able to hear from men. Men, you're going to be able to hear from the women. We're going to have a great time. We're going to turn it into a great opportunity to talk to one another, to try to kill this whole war between men and women. Women, we want to hear from y'all. I want y'all to hear from us. I'm going to make sure y'all let men talk. Men, I'm going to make sure y'all listen to the women because sometimes y'all don't want to listen. So we're going to have a great time. We're going to engage one another. If you know anybody, you got family in the Dallas, Texas area, tell them about it. Also, right now, I need at least 5 women right now, before we continue on, to go to my website, paullbryant.com, right now, paullbryant.com. And I need at least 5 of y'all to go and to download 5 Tips to Dating Success ebook. Do it right now. 5 of y'all. Okay? 5 of y'all. I need 5 of y'all to go download it right now. All right. I got my thing right here. Okay? So I need 5 of y'all to do it. We're going to go, and then we're going to keep moving with the teaching. And I'm going to stay in here with y'all for as long as y'all get it. I'm going to answer some of y'all questions. We're going to keep going. How do you get it? You go to paullbryant.com. Soon as you you purchase it, it's going to download to your phone right away. paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. I want y'all to go right away. I need at least 5 of y'all. Anybody want to come up to the stage? I'm not going to bring anybody to the stage right now because what I want to do is I want to get through this teaching, and I'm going to let y'all come up and give me all y'all comments, and I'm answering y'all questions towards the end, okay? paullbryant.com. I need at least 5 of y'all. Let's move quick. I want to do this. And why am I impressing upon y'all to go get this information? Because I want you to be equipped. I'm going to equip you today with some information. That ebook is going to equip you with some more information. And then I want y'all to take that ebook and go do the assignment at the front of the ebook. At the front of that ebook, there's an assignment I want you to do. I want you to sit down and track your dating patterns. Some of y'all don't know your dating patterns because you've never paid attention to them. You keep attracting the same person, doing the same thing over and over, ended up in the same type of relationship with the same type of men because you don't know the questions you need to ask yourself about the type of relationships you've been in. Okay? So I need y'all to go and get this information so you can do the work. And anytime I start talking to y'all, this is the crazy thing to me. Anytime I'm in these lives, I'm giving y'all the information. Go. Yeah, do it, Coach Paul. Go. But as soon as I tell y'all to go purchase something, all the numbers start falling. That shows me that there's a lot of you women who are not really invested in being successful. You have to invest in yourself. A lot of y'all ladies in here need to go and sit down and do some work before you get out here and start dating. Most of y'all, I could look at y'all and talk to y'all on the phone when y'all do coaching calls on me. And some of y'all, I see why y'all, them jokers be eating y'all lunch out here when you come to dating. All they do is go straight to emotional things with y'all and they eat y'all lunch. You go to paullbryant.com. Gloria, can you put that in the comments, please? And lock it in there. paullbryant.com. Naturally says she got the book. Let's go, Naturally. Let's go. Let me see. I just saw it come through. paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. Hold on. paullbryant.com. Let's go. We're going to move quick, and I'm going to get back to this teaching because I want to give y'all this. We're going to do a review for people that's coming in now, and we're going to go back through it. paullbryant.com. Let's go. paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. Let's go. We need 5 people. 5 people. Let's go. paullbryant.com. All right. Y'all want this information? I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to move. I'm not going to do it. I need 5 people to go download the ebook right now. If you don't need the ebook, go get the other book. It's another book on it. It's called a 30-Day Guided Workbook. If you don't get the ebook, you can purchase the 30-Day Guided Workbook. 30-Day Guided Workbook is really, really good for women who just come out of lengthy relationships. You've been in a relationship for a long period of time, long marriage. You haven't dated in years. You've been single for years. You coming out of a relationship. You need to go get the 30-Day Guided Workbook because a lot of y'all ladies are institutionalized. You come out here, you meet men, and you trying to give them wifey benefits when you shouldn't because you're used to being in a relationship. You're used to being married, right? You don't even know how to get out here and date. It's new to you. You need to go get the 30-Day Guided Workbook, okay? That's on the website as well, paullbryant.com. paullbryant, BRYANT.com. Go get the workbook, paullbryant, BRYANT.com. All right. Now I'm looking. I'm gonna give y'all. It's 2:05. I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes to go get it done so we can get back to the teaching, and then we're gonna move. All right. So basically, we're talking today about love bombing. We're talking about some of the things you're going to see show up when a love bomb. We're talking about the types of gifts, the emotional gifts, the physical gifts that you're going to get from a particular person. We're talking about the idolization stage that happens in love bombing. And we're talking about the devaluing stage that happens in love bombing. Then we're talking about how you need to sit back and reflect on the relationships and the dealings that you have with a particular person. Stop moving so fast because the reflection is going to show you that there's some sort of devaluation happening. One of the things I want you to, ladies, to understand is when he starts to devalue you, devalue you, excuse me, and you start to see this is happening, he's showing up less. This is not the time for you to start pouring into that particular person or begin to chase that person, which typically happens in relationships. This is typically what happens. When he starts pulling back, you start running towards him. But you always want to keep the man in the same level of pursuit that he had for you in the beginning. You don't want to turn it to where now you're doing all the pursuing. This is what happens in relationships. Especially when he done got in, he done emotionally manipulate you with gifts. Now you so locked into this man, he starts pulling away. The devaluation stage starts happening. Now you start running after him, trying to get that happening again. And let me tell you what he gonna do. Oh my Lord. Ooh. Let me tell you what he gonna do when he do that. Let me tell you what. See, what y'all don't understand is there is a reason for the idolization part of this whole thing. What do y'all think? Let me ask y'all ladies a question. Why do y'all think in the beginning the idolization part of love bombing happens? What do y'all think? Why do y'all think that is? Somebody give it to me. Why do you think there is the idolization part that happens in the beginning? All right, we got one ebook gone. We need 4 more gone. 4 more gone. 4 more ebooks on. Why do y'all think the idolization, somebody said to get you? That's obvious. Yep, that's a part of it. But he's setting you up for something. This is what I want to tell y'all. When he starts to do the idolization part in the beginning, he's setting you up for something major. And when y'all hear this, I'm telling y'all right now, when y'all hear what I'm about to tell y'all about this, yeah. Just me, I just saw it come through. I saw you got it. Let's go. Got the dating app to get you to fall in love so you don't have to keep you mashed up here. Oh, that's part of it, but that ain't what I'm talking about. That ain't it. Somebody says control. Oh, it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. Oh, I can't wait to tell y'all. I'm listen. Let's get this done. I need 4 more ebooks. Go download 4. We got 1 gone. We need 4 more gone, and we're gonna keep moving. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all keep tapping the screen. Get as many women in here as you can. We want to get this thing up to 100,000 a day. All right, we need 100,000. Keep tapping. While we taking this little break, keep tapping. We need to get up to 100,000. Let's go. We're not playing here today. I don't ever make y'all work in my lives, but I'm gonna start making y'all work either because see, a lot of times what happens with people, they come in here, they just want to eat. They the type of people that go to the cookout and eat all the food, leave with to go place, but don't never invest nothing back into the cookout. This is the cookout. We need you to bring some plates. We need you to bring some silverware. We need you to bring some cups. We need you to bring a bag of ice. Stop bringing your friends and eating all the food and leave with the go place and you ain't invested nothing. No, y'all need to invest today. You can tap. We need to get up to 100,000. We doing 100,000 a day, babe. Because I'm giving y'all some real information. I need 4 more people right now to go download the ebook. Go to paullbryant.com right now. paullbryant.com. I need 4 more people to go download the ebook. Once you download the ebook, or if you're a woman that's been in relationships, you need to do the workbook exercises that walks you through exercises for 30 days. Go get the 30-day guided workbook from my website. How do you do it? paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. Is that fair? Is that fair, y'all? Is that fair for me to ask for y'all to do that? To invest back into this so you can invest in yourself? Is that fair? Is that fair? Or is that unfair? All of you ladies that's coming in right now, my name is Coach Paul. I am a 30+ dating relationship coach. I do this because I love it. I want to help you ladies. I want to support you ladies. I want you ladies to win. I want you ladies to be on point when it comes to dating relationship. We just had a lady that came in here earlier at the beginning of the live. She says she took some of my tips that I taught her. She done got married. Yep, she was in here a little while. She said, Coach Paul, I did some of the things you told me to do. I just got married. This is happening for people. I met a couple last night. Y'all keep talking about, I hate dating apps. I don't want to be on dating app. Let me tell y'all something. Dating apps work. I met a couple last night that was on dating app, met each other, got married. I met my fiance on a dating app. How do you change the goals? Y'all keep saying, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. How you do to change the goals? I don't know how to do that. I've never done that before. I don't know how to do that. It's more of a distraction for me to have to stop when I keep flowing. I don't know. Maybe I need anybody. I'm going to make you a moderator base so that way you can come in my live and do whatever you need to do. You can change the goal for me because I don't know how to do it. Let me see. Let me make you a moderator. Hold on. Let me see. Make you a moderator. So you can change the goals for me. I don't know how to do that. You and Gloria do that for me. I don't know what to do. Yeah, when I start teaching, I ain't paying attention to none of that. Y'all keep tapping the screen. Keep tapping the screen. Moderators. Oh, you already a moderator. You in comments, floor, mute, blog account, live recording, get it covered. Okay. Yeah, you and Gloria both could do it. Y'all both already moderators. Y'all got full access. Moderators. Gloria, let me see what Gloria. Gloria got full access, yeah. Manage guests and more. Add, remove, expand guests, allow access and line on feature. All right, y'all should be able to do it. Let me see. Setting. Babe, you coming back here? Your phone, I can hear your phone on my phone, honey. Babe, you coming back here? Your phone, I can hear your phone on my phone, honey. What's going on?
We can't do it. You have to do it.
Oh, okay.
I know you getting the yapping, babe, but you gotta give yourself some credit.
Live recording, man. I don't know what is it? I don't know nothing about that stuff. What is that? Okay, it's all right. We ain't got to do it. I don't want to do it.
I'll show you when.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'm gonna go to the store.
Okay. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? How many books? We got 4 more books. So we got 2. Listen, I need you ladies to either go get the 30-day guided workbook or either go download the ebook right now. We're going to continue to teach, and I'm going to be in here with y'all for a few hours. And we're gonna make this happen. I'm gonna equip y'all, and once I equip y'all today, I want y'all to go out and actually do what we talked about. Okay, I want you to go and utilize this, practice it, watch out for it. Because let me tell you something: the best way to learn how to date is, number one, to learn, to know what to look for, to know what to be aware of, to know how to get your emotions out of the way. One of the things I try to teach you ladies is how to date with your head and your heart. The problem with a lot of you ladies, what happens in the relationships, you're dating too much with your head, with your heart. You got to be able to put your head in there. You got to let your head and what you know and the knowledge you have override the way you feel when you know something ain't right. You need to be dating on feelings and facts. What y'all got to understand is that men, when we get to meet y'all, we're not meeting y'all based upon how we feel. Feelings come for us a little bit. What's going on, Pandora? Feelings come for us a little bit down the road. In the beginning, the way we get into meet y'all, we thinking things out. We using head. We know how to come in and think and watch and pay attention and know what to say, know what to do to get y'all to where we need to get y'all to be. But I'm trying to teach y'all, giving y'all the information so you can be prepared to date with your head and not just your heart. Do you need your heart? Yes. The items, yeah. You need your heart, yeah, but you also need your head, all right? So what we're talking about for everybody just coming in, I'm teaching y'all ladies how to identify what love bombing really is. Every time a person gives you gifts, every time a person tells you they love you, does not mean they're love bombing you. Love bomb happen in stages. What is it? It's the gifts, it's the emotional gifts, it's the physical gifts, it's the idolization, then it's the devaluation. Then they devalue you. But I want y'all to understand why they idolize y'all in the beginning. A lot of times people say they idolize me in the beginning because he trying to get control over me. That's a part of it. That's all a part of it. But it's something deeper that happens with the idolization stage, because when the devaluation stage coming, I'm going to teach y'all this. And this is what I want y'all to know. I don't want y'all to just hear me. I want y'all to screen record this, listen to this, do whatever you got to do. What's up, Paige? Do whatever you got to do. But I want y'all to hold on this for dear life, because when y'all are dating, this is going to save you a lot of trouble. All right. I'm trying to get there, because how many of y'all went board to listen? What we're waiting on, I told you I need at least 4 ebooks downloaded today. Right? So we haven't got the ebook. I'm waiting on. We have 1 ebook going. We need 4 more gone ebooks, and then we're gonna continue the teaching. Or you can go and get the 30-day guided workbook from my website. If you need a 30-day, some of y'all need a 30-day guided workbook because some of y'all ain't dated in a while. You've been in relationships for a long period of years. Now you single again. You're trying to figure out what to do, what steps to take. You need to get the 30-day guided workbook to do the exercise for 30 days. I would say prepare yourself, and then you go back and get the ebook. You need both of them. You need both of the books, but you can start with the 30-day guided workbook. Prepare yourself, do the work, do the exercises for 30 days, and then you go get the ebook, okay? Or you just go get both of them. All right, here we go. Let me give y'all this quick tip, but I'm gonna pause again until I see these things gone. I don't want to have to cut the live off. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I want to listen. If I'm pouring into y'all stuff that can help change your life, change your dating situation, you need to be able to invest back in this by going and getting the materials that's there for you to be successful. I am successful when y'all are successful. I don't want to be dealing with a bunch of women that I'm talking to and I give you all this information. You go right back out and do the stuff I told you not to do. To me, that's just wasting information. I don't just come on here to entertain y'all. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. So when you're looking at love bombing, you're looking at idolization stage. He's gonna give you all the emotional gifts, physical gifts. He's gonna idolize you and make you feel like you're the best thing since sliced bread. Then what do you typically do when he's giving you gifts and treating you good and showing up for you and being there for you and giving you all these fantasy statements like, I can't wait till we get married one day. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Those are fantasy statements. Write that down. Fantasy statements comes along with emotional gifts. Write that down. Those are fantasy statements. So he's gonna give you a lot of fantasy statements, right? And then what he's gonna do? This is the idolization stage that happens in love bombing. And then what happens is there's a devaluation stage that happens. And devaluation is this. I told y'all, devaluation is a behavior and emotional shift that occurs in a relationship when a partner who was previously elevated, cherished, and adored is dramatically depreciated or debased. Right? This shift is not always obvious in the moment, but it is usually clear when reflected upon after some time has passed. This is what y'all don't understand, because you got to sit down and reflect on your dating journey. This is why I tell you, ladies, when you meet a guy or you getting to know a guy, in the beginning, you have to develop a good balance between me and we time. You have to. Right? You can't let all of your waking moments be about this particular person, because if you don't take time to reflect, you're going to get lost in the relationship and you're going to end up in the place and then wake up one day and say, how in the world did I get here? All right, that's good. We got another book going. We need to get 3 more going. That's good. 3 more. Keep downloading the ebook. I appreciate y'all. I want to get feedback. Go to paullbryant.com, download the book. Now, somebody, how many of y'all still listening to me? Put a 1 in the comment, because I want to introduce to y'all why the idolization stage happens in the beginning and how does it benefit the toxic person. Miss Angie said, come on, Paul, give it to me. Keep It just got the ebook. Let's go, Keep It. All right, let's talk about it. Y'all write this down. Pay attention. Okay, pay attention. This is going to change the game for a lot of y'all ladies. Pay attention. Love bombing serves several purposes, and they come with different patterns. Here's the patterns. Number 1, love bombing establishes a deep connection very fast. This is what love bombing does. Love bombing causes a deep connection very fast. Listen to this. The relationships move forward very quickly, which allows the partner who is searching for connection and stabilization to feel comforted and relieved when they think they are quickly bonding with a new partner. In relationships with love bombing, the connection is a lie. Okay, now that's what happens in the beginning. This is why I tell you ladies all the time, you have to control the pace of the relationship, ladies. You have to control the pace of the relationship. I'm telling you, this love bombing is going to push this relationship in a direction really, really fast. And you're going to get connected really, really fast. You got to understand in the beginning that you have to learn as a woman to dictate the pace. Keep capping the screen, please. You have to dictate the pace. Too many times y'all allow the men to come in and dictate the pace, and it moves fast. All right? Let's go. The next thing that's going to happen with love bombing, it creates a false sense of continued love and adoration. Listen to me. It don't give you a false sense of love, of continued love, because when he starts doing this, you're going to assume and start to believe that this is going to be happening all the time, that this is going to be continued. This is what love bombing does. When they come on so strong at first, the natural logic is to assume that your new partner will continue, even in small ways, to show you affection like they did in the beginning of your relationship. Ladies, how many of y'all are getting this? How many of y'all are getting this? I mean, listen, man. How many of y'all are getting this? Let me know y'all getting this. Is anybody getting this? Have y'all seen y'allself in this before? Have you seen yourself in this before? Woo, have you seen yourself here before? How many of y'all seen yourself in this before? When you met this guy, he coming on strong, he giving you everything, he telling you he love you, he's idolizing you, he's making you feel whatever. You all goo gaga over this particular person. Oh, he's just the best thing you know. He's so amazing. And you thinking this stuff is going to continue. This is why you have to slow things down. This is why, ladies, I always tell y'all, you have to be careful. You're not just looking to see if a man is going to commit. I mean, if you're compatible, you're looking to see if this man is going to commit. But it takes time to see about commitment. This is why I tell you, ladies, not to give your body away just because he's coming in and making you feel like you're the best thing in the world. That's the idolization stage. A lot of women typically in dating give their bodies away during that idolization period. Because you've already assumed that this relationship and the behavior that he's giving you is going to continue. Baby, your phone is echoing, baby. Can you turn your phone down? I can hear you back here. You turn the phone down, put headphones in, it's up because it's echoing. Thank you for being with me, honey. I love you so much, but it's echoing. It's distracting me. Please. Yeah. Yeah. This is what has to happen. You ladies start seeing that you fall ahead of the hill, and now you feel like this is gonna happen. This is why in that ebook, I told you green flags and look for. This is why I want y'all to go download the ebook, because in the green flags, one of the things I tell you, I'm talking to you about consistency. Okay? It creates a false sense of love and adoration. Now, this is why idolization happens in a relationship. How many of y'all still here with me? Okay, everybody been waiting for this. This is why idolization works in the benefit of a love bombing in the beginning of the relationship. Here we go. It creates a false identity. A false identity in a toxic relationship is when the toxic partner crafts an identity that is an idealized version of themselves. They create an idealized version of themselves. This is what they give it to you in the beginning. It's a manufactured persona. Typically crafted, listen to this, it's typically crafted in the weeks leading up to the relationship or the first few weeks or months in the relationship. So this is why I keep telling y'all, you cannot get so excited about the stuff that's happening in the beginning. This is the idolization period. He's going to put you on a pedestal, make you feel like you're the best thing since sliced bread. But you don't understand. This is a manufactured persona he's bringing to you. It's not going to last in a lot of cases. You shouldn't be giving your body away during this stage of the game. People always say, Coach Paul, when should I have sex with this particular person? So now you have the answer. You want to make sure you're not giving your body away until you find out if this persona that he's giving to you is real. You want to make sure that he hasn't crafted this in the weeks before or during him meeting you. Now, somebody may ask me, well, Coach Paul, how would he create this? How would he create this persona? Be quiet, Bridget. How would he create this persona? How would he create this persona, Miss Angie? You know how a lot of guys create this persona? By listening to you. He listened to things you say you want. He listened to the type of man you say you need. He listens to things that you say you love. And the entire time, he's creating a persona. And it's an idolized version of himself. It's a manufactured persona. The idolization stage is in the beginning, Miss Angel. I thought you wrote this down. You told me to wrote it down now. Come on now. All right. So let me go back to this. It's a manufactured persona, typically crafted in the weeks leading up to the relationships or in the first few weeks or months in the relationship. The false identity serves them well. Why? Why does it serve them well, Coach Paul? It serves them well. See, a lot of y'all think this false identity in a lot of ways is only about getting you locked in. It is. But a lot of this false identity, when he's love bombing you, making you feel like you're the first best thing since sliced bread, a lot of it is serving him. Why? The false identity serves them well when they start the devaluation process, because it's serving them well. And why is it serving them well? Because guess what? The devaluation process is on the way. Idolization, devaluation. The devaluation process is coming, baby. But this manufactured persona serves them well because whenever the devaluation part starts, and people say, and you start complaining to your friends and they do something weird to you. Listen to this. Then they can point out to anyone questioning them that they are about them being an amazing partner because they can say to you, well, hold on. You know that ain't who I really am. I did that to her, but that ain't who I really am. I bought that girl trips. And I took her on vacations. I treated her wonderful. You remember she told you I did that for her. It's serving him well because now when he does good things for you, you go back and tell all your girlfriends, all your homies, all your family how great a guy he is. You tell them, oh, he's so amazing. He's done all this for me. It's serving him well because when the devaluation part starts and he starts treating you indifferent, and then you start going back to your girlfriends or whoever, and they start approaching him about it. He says, hold on. You know that ain't the guy I am. Look at all the stuff I did for her. Look at how I treated her. Look at how I took care of her. Look at the things I bought her. And now people are confused because they're like, this can't be who he really is, but it is who he really is. Now everybody's confused. All right, listen to this. We ain't finished. Listen to this. They justify their actions by pointing out that although they treated their partner badly, that was just a fluke. And then they will soon be going back to treating their partner like a gift. Because see, now once they get confronted on the bad behavior, they trying to convince everybody, no, that was just a fluke. You know that ain't who I am. Look at all the good things I do. And then what they do is they go back to treating their partner like they go back to the idolization stage. I feel like this. I feel like, you know what? I feel like I get y'all too. I shouldn't even get, you know what? So the idolization stage, the valuation stage, they start treating you badly. And then they can use the fact that they treated you good to try to tell people that's not who I really am. You know, that ain't me. Look how I treated her. And then they go back to the idolization stage. This is love bombing 101. Now listen to this. With a false identity, the partner can believe that their good partner will be back. And this is what happened to y'all ladies. Then he starts to convince y'all, you know that ain't me, girl. You know that was just, I'm sorry I did that. I know I hurt you, whatever. That was just a one-time thing. Look at all the things, you know, I've shown up for you. And then what you start to believe it. And then you start to believe, you know what, maybe he's right. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that ain't really who he is. You know, my person gonna be back. Because with a false identity, the partner can believe that their good partner will be back at any time. So you start to believe that they're going to come back to who they really were, even though they treat you badly. This is what happens with women who get abused in relationships. This is how abuse happens. This is why people be like, well, why does she stay? She's staying because he's done so much good for her. And then he does something bad. She can't believe that he did that bad thing to her. He tries to convince her that's not who he really is because he's created this false persona. And then she believes, you know what? That ain't who he is. This is who he is. He's going to be that man again. And then you stay around when you should leave immediately. Because you believe in the false persona, because he idolized you, then he's devaluing you, and now you're picking up. Now you calling him out on his devaluation because you realize it's there, and now he goes back to the idolization stage because he's got to convince you that's not who he really is. Now listen to this. The partner tolerating the debasement or the devaluation might hold out hope that their old partner will be back. I'm a pause. We got to pause. I done gave you. We got to pause. We got pause. We got pause, fans. Fam, we got pause. Let's pause. We need a woosah moment. Let's woosah real quick. We got to woosah moment. All right, we need 4 books to be sold. Okay, we got 4 more books. Remember, I told you I need y'all to go and download. You got to go download the ebook. My ebook is at paulelbryant.com. Go download the ebook. I need at least 2 women right now to go and purchase the 30-day guided workbook. Okay, so we need 4 women right now to go download the ebook. 2 women to go purchase the 30-day guided workbook. Let me tell you all this right. Everybody in here today that purchased the 30-day guided workbook, not the ebook, every woman in here that purchased the 30-day guided workbook today, you're also going to get a free coaching call from me. All right? Everyone, because I want the coaching call to go along with the book. I want to work with you. Every woman in here that the first 3 to 4, I'm gonna give it first 3 to 4 women that goes and purchase a 30-day guided workbook off of my website today. You also gonna get a free coaching call. Okay, everybody that purchases, and then I need at least 4 y'all right now to go and purchase the go download the ebook. Now, where can you go get this information? paulelbryant.com. 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 Go get it right now. I'm going to give y'all a chance because we woosah right now. Y'all got any questions in the comment? Make sure you ask. Make sure you talk to me right now while we got this little break moment so I can answer the questions, because when I get back to teaching, I'm going to be rolling and I ain't going to have the chance to ask questions. Y'all know when I get locked in, I'm locked in. But how many of y'all right now that's been here with me for a minute, how many of y'all are crystal clear on what we've been talking about? How many of y'all have seen this happen, but you just didn't know how to label it? You don't have labels for it, but now you do. How many? Is this information helping y'all at all? Because it's definitely powerful information, which I know because I was a player. I know it happens. I've done it many a times. I've done all this. In my player stage, I've done all this. B. Jackie said me. Daughter, Miss Angie said it is. Y'all got this, right? Y'all got this. Okay. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what we could do. If y'all want, because it's hard, if y'all want to do I don't know if y'all want to do a Zoom to where we can go a Zoom and I can go back over this and record it and give it all to y'all so y'all are having a recording. If y'all want to do that, let me know. We could do a Zoom call where everybody can come to the Zoom. I am delivered. We can go over this information again. That way we can record it and give it to you. I don't know how we can do this, but listen, one thing I don't want is for you not to have this information. I want you to have this information so close to you that you remember it, because a lot of times y'all think y'all gonna be able to come into this live and just remember everything I said. This is a lot of information I get it. You can't retain all this. Trust me, you're not gonna be able to retain all this information. It's too much. I ain't even finished yet. I got a whole bunch more to go. That's why I'm taking a break, because I don't want to give you information overload, right? But for y'all are just coming in, y'all don't know me, please keep tapping the screen. We're trying to get to 100,000 people. 100,000. Keep tapping the screen. For y'all don't know me, my name is Coach Paul. I'm a 30+ dating relationship coach. I didn't just start doing a dating relationship for TikTok. I was doing dating relationship before there was ever a TikTok. I was doing dating relationship and getting invited places to preach, teach, whatever. When we would just get, it was word of mouth. Somebody say, hey, you heard the boy Coach Paul, invite him over here. I was going to women's conferences, all that. I started doing this back in the day, and I tell this story all the time. I spoke at a conference that y'all remember the girl Duchess from New York Ink, Black Ink, what it was. Remember that show used to come on TV and Duchess was on there? I spoke at the same conference that Duchess was at back in the day. Y'all know how long that's been. I've been doing dating relationship coaching for a long time. I done wrote probably about 3-4 books on this whole topic. So this ain't new. I didn't just start doing this because TikTok and it became popular. A lot of people doing it now because it's popular, and I don't knock that if they're doing it for the right reasons. I don't care. Somebody said, I've been following you for 3 years. Yeah, I've been on this TikTok thing for about 3 years. But I've been doing this a long time ago. For all of y'all that are in Dallas, Texas area, make sure y'all come out to my event. We having a live event, Cigar Internationals, this Wednesday, July the 2nd, 7 o'clock p.m. Y'all come out. I don't have any more tickets. All the RSVP tickets are gone. They sold out. We don't have any more. But you can still show up, come and be involved in what's going on. We're going to have a great time. Right now, we're taking a pause break because I want you ladies to go to my website and download the ebook. Download the ebook, paulelbryant.com. Once you go to my website, as soon as you go to my site, you're going to see a picture of me pop up. You're going to scroll up and you will see the tabs. They all, it's bright red tabs. You got to read the tabs. And one of the tabs is going to say 30-day guided workbook. Just click it. It's going to take you right to the page. One of them will say download the ebook. It's right there. It's right there. Let's go get it really, really quick and we're going to get back to this because we're taking a little station break right now. Yeah. Let me look. I can show it for you on this phone. All right. So y'all see my page right there. Excuse my phone. Y'all see the page? That's me. All you're gonna do is scroll up right here and look at those tabs right there. That's where the book is. The first one is the therapy referral program. So if you need therapy, I have therapists that I work with in different states across the country that I can refer you to. It's a therapy referral program. Okay, right here is the 28-week coaching program. Okay, then we got the 26-week coaching program. Those are on there as well. So if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me, you can do that. But right down here, you're gonna find the books, 2 books. That's the 5 tips of dating success right there. Click that. It goes to the page, and here's the Lost to Love Eat the 30-day guided workbook right there. Very, very easy. You attended my meet and greet in Arlington. Yeah, we had a good time. Thank you for the point. Hey, Linda, we're gonna be at Cigar International. Right here, Cigar International. We're gonna be there Wednesday, July 2nd. We're gonna be there. Make sure you come out. All right. So I'm waiting for at least 2 of y'all ladies to go and purchase the 30-day guided workbook. And then I need at least 4 of y'all to go download the ebook right now. If y'all serious about winning when it comes to dating relationship, we trying to win. How many of y'all trying to win? How many of y'all are dating and getting to know people and trying to find love for real? How many of y'all tired of just being out here just messing around and wasting your time with dudes just coming in and taking advantage of you? All right. I'll come to Boston whenever you invite me, Phantom. I've been to Chicago. I got invited to Chicago last year. We had a great time in Chicago. Anywhere y'all invite me, I'll come. Or if you got girlfriends you want me to talk to, you want me to just set up a Zoom with your girlfriend, set your computer up, invite your girls over, y'all get some wine and some crackers and some cheese or whatever. Invite me and invite them over to the crib, and I'll do a Zoom with your girlfriends. However you want to do it, we're gonna get it done. All right. Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Go to the website. How many of y'all gonna? Let's do this right now. Let's go ahead and get this out the way because y'all. This is yeah. I'm not gonna move forward until we go get these things sold. So we need at least 2 to 3 30-day guided workbooks for them. And the first 4 women that buy a 30-day guided workbook today, you're gonna get a free coaching call. I need 4 more women to go download the ebook right now. How do you do it? paulelbryant.com. paulelbryant.com. You'll see it, sis. It says it right on it. When you go on there and scroll up, it says it right there. Y'all want me to do everything for y'all. I got to read the things for y'all. Yeah, just go right there. You can see it. It says 5 tips of dating success. That's the ebook. It says it right there. It says it. As soon as you go there, you're going to scroll up. It says 5 tips for dating success. That's the ebook. Okay. It says it right there in the thing. It says this ebook is a quick reference guide. Okay. She said, can you define what is a healthy place for a guy to pursue you? Healthy pace for a guy to pursue you. Yeah, I think a healthy pace is moving at the pace that you set for yourself, because you got to understand. And matter of fact, a good healthy pace is him getting to know you, him asking real questions, him spending time with you, him showing up on a regular basis for a consistent period of time, whatever time you set, whatever time you decide, right? Him being involved, right? Him not wanting to rush you to the bedroom. Okay, this is what you want. This is what you want. Jovi's in here. Your mentor Jovi. Hey Jovi. Yeah, this is what you want to do. That's a healthy pace. Healthy pace, because when you're dating to get to know people, When you're dating to get to know people, you're dating to get to know people. Listen, that means we're getting to know. This is why I always tell you, ladies, it's good to get to know multiple people. A lot of y'all don't like that, but the reason why I tell y'all to do that is because getting to know multiple people will help you to not be hyper focused on one guy too soon. And a lot of y'all get hyper focused on one guy, and then you don't want to move away from a situation that you connected, because now you're emotionally connected to a situation. You don't want to move away from the situation. Why? Because now you locked in, and when it's time to go, you don't want to pull away because you don't want to start over again. I don't want to start over again. I'm tired of getting out here. I'm tired of that. No, get to know multiple people so it makes it easier for you to walk away from a situation. It makes you, yeah, they've been telling me that, Joey, coach, change my, I don't know nothing about all that. I don't. My Bridget's going to have to teach me. Y'all just tap the screen. Just tap the screen. I don't know nothing about changing nothing. All I know is to come on, sell these books and get, you know what I'm saying, empower y'all to do that. We'll talk about all that. I'm going to let her teach me. All right, we got to make sure we got to get rid of four more ebooks, and we got to get rid of at least 3. Every woman in here or person in here that goes and buys the 30-day guided workbook right now from my website, you also going to get a free coaching call from me. Okay. Linda says she just got the ebook. I just saw it come through, Linda. 2 more ebooks gone, and we need at least 4 30-day guided workbooks going, and everybody gets the 30-day guided workbook. You also want to get a coaching call with me. How do you get the 30-day guided workbook or the ebook? You go to my website, paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. All right, let's do it. Let's do it quickly. She says, what about long distance relationships? Long distance relationships are amazing, but the thing about long distance relationships, you're gonna have to put real boundaries in place. Y'all got to set time. How much time y'all going to be communicating? What you got to do a lot of online dates. Who's going to be coming who, where to see who. I don't suggest any woman go to see a man before he comes to see you. I don't suggest that. Right? If a man can fly you to come see him, he can also fly out to come see you. Right? I always tell you, ladies, you got to remember, men that see value in you and they're attracted to you, they're going to come after you. If a man just if he's just attracted to you, but he don't see real value in you, typically he's going to require you to come after him. And a lot of y'all fall into that trap. Yeah, oh, Billy wants me to come out to see him. Huh? Billy just want me. Yeah, Billy wants you to come out and see, because Billy don't see real value in you. And he's not going to come after you, but he wants something from you. He's attracted to you. He wants your body. He wants smacks. He wants all that. He going to come out and see you. Yeah. And what he going to do is you're going to be so in love that he's sending you out. But Billy, like, I ain't coming after you though. You come out and see me. This is what happens, because he don't see real value in you. He's attracted to you. It's a difference. But I'm using this phone to look at my my things, honey. I got to see my things. I'm in a long relationship. All right, that's another ebook. Another ebook just sold. Y'all make sure y'all keep tapping the screen. We got to get it to 100,000. Don't stop tapping. All right, so everybody know where we left off. Everybody good where we left off. Somebody say I just hit the book. Lucy got the book. Good. Let's go. Everybody got the ebook, right? Yeah. Are you getting on my live? Because if you do, it's gonna cut this off. Yeah. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Everybody remember where we left off? She said he live in Atlanta and I'm in Chicago. There's nothing wrong with long distance relationships as long as they showing up for you. As long as they making an effort to show up for you, and you showing up for them. They planning dates. Y'all doing a lot of online. Y'all communicating on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? You're doing FaceTimes, a lot of FaceTime. You know, you got to do all that when you talk about those dates. All right. So we talked about what the stages of love bombing. What are the stages of love bombing? What are the stages? We talking about the idolization stage, where they're gonna idolize you. You're the best thing since sliced bread. There ain't never been nobody like you. They love you so much, they appreciate it. That's the idolization stage that happens in love bombing, right? Then the next stage happens is the devaluing stage. The devaluing stage, the idolization stage works well for the love bomber. Why? Because the love bomber can use that to when he does something wrong to remind you what a good person he is. Remember, his persona is really manufactured. It's probably not who he really is. All right. Now, The partner, now when you start, the debasement starts happening. The partner tolerating the debasement might hold out hope that their old partner will come back. If things continue to be terrible, they might threaten to leave the relationship, which is the cue for the partner who is love bombing to do what? Anytime you threaten to leave that relationship, that love bomber is going to do this. He's going to start amping his stuff. He's going to start the idolization process all over again. And then you get locked back into this particular person. That's how it works. That's how it works, right? Soon as you call him on his mess and then you threaten, I'm going to leave, then guess what he does? He starts the idolization process back over again. Okay? This looks like starting to send gifts again, writing notes saying things like you are my everything. And this is one of the things they tell y'all all the time. Listen to this. They'll say something like, you are my everything. Listen to what's the most popular thing you've heard? Don't give up on us. Ooh, wait. Don't give up on us. Don't give up on us. The emotional gift starts coming back. You're my everything. Don't give up on us. Right? And then what happens is at this particular point, the cycle of idolization and devaluation starts all over again. She said, what's the point of all? The point of it all is to keep you in a place of being in a position for them to be able to get whatever they need to get from you. If a man is dealing with you, ladies, and you are a resource for him, this is something he's definitely going to use. He's going to use this. Why? Because you're a resource. He's not going to want to walk. Listen, if you got a man in your life that you're doing a lot of stuff from, especially if you're a woman who's codependent. Codependency simply means that you find your value in doing things for other people. You put your needs last. Put their needs first. You're a resource to him. You give him a place to stay, a place to live. You give him money. You give him smacks. You give him your body. You give him somebody to talk to when he got problems. He needs this in his life. So he's got to convince you that you are the one because you are a resource. And a resource could just be that he wants your body. There are certain men, let me tell you something. There's certain, how real can I be with y'all right now? How real can I be with y'all right now? How real can I be with y'all right now? Somebody just bought the ebook. I mean, the 30-day guided workbook. For the lady if they do this and you're not doing anything for him, what's the point? For ladies that just bought the 30-day guided workbook, for you that just bought the 30-day guided workbook, you also get a free coaching call from me from buying the book. So make sure you send me a inbox here on TikTok so I can set you up for your call. I send you the link so you can set up your call. Okay. All right. So what was I saying before I got cut off? Let me be real about this. Let me tell y'all something. There are some women out here, and I got to be honest because it's just what it is. There are some women out here. Y'all got that fire between your thighs. Some of y'all women got that fire between your thighs. Y'all get what I'm saying? Do I need to? Y'all get what I'm saying? Some of y'all got that pow driving wow between your thighs. There are certain men who will continue to deal with you just because you got that. Right? But the only way you're going to keep this man around is if he's showing up for you in the way you feel like he needs to. So he has to fake this persona for you, because if he didn't do that, you wouldn't keep him around. The fakery is all about them benefiting from whatever it is that they coming after you for. So they fake these personas. They come in and love bomb you. They come in and do all these things because it's something that he's trying to get from you. It's always the benefit of the person. It's never about you. This is why I tell you, ladies, don't be just giving your body away to everybody you meet all quickly and all that. Y'all so quick. Some of y'all, let's be honest. A lot of y'all women, let's just be real. Some of y'all kitty cats be purring and you just want somebody to come in there and tame the purr. You know, your kitty cat every day. You wake up, you got to put liners in your underoos. Cause your kitty cat purring every day, and you just want that man. I didn't even look and come over and tame the purr. Let's just be real. She said, "Poetic lady, you keep asking that question. If you do this and then you're not doing anything for one, what's the point?" Poetic lady, they ain't gonna continue to do it. If they doing this, and you're not giving them what they want. Trust me, they gonna leave you alone. That's obvious. That's obvious, sis. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's whatever. If he's still around, if a man is still around in your life, you're doing something for him. You're giving him something. Nobody's just hanging out with you, or he's still around because the possibility of y'all doing something is there. Ain't nobody just being around for nothing. Trust me. If once he get to a point and realizes that there's nothing coming out of this, he gonna leave. Trust me, he gonna walk away. If he's still around, it's because you're still doing something for him, or the possibility of something happening is there, and he wants it that bad, and he's gonna stay to get it until he get tired and realize it ain't gonna happen. Then he leaves. Anyway, okay, so here we go. So yeah, so a lot of y'all want the kitty cat purred. You know what I'm saying? They want you to kitty cat purr, and this is and y'all want, sometimes you want to admit that. So what happens is you get into a relationship with a guy and you start giving that. What I suggest with you ladies is this: is you be totally upfront about what it is that you want. Stop getting into situations with men knowing that all you want is a jump off, and then when the jump off starts happening, you want to try to turn it into the relationship. But he's just satisfied with y'all just jumping off. Why now does he want to turn it into a relationship? So you got to be crystal clear. A lot of y'all ladies send mixed messages in these relationships with dudes. You starting out like you want something. I want to relate, but you don't really want. You just want to jump off. And he gets used to that. You calling him every now and again. Y'all hanging out every now and again. And now you're getting emotionally connected because he coming in and putting it down. I always tell y'all, toxic men gonna give you some of the best loving you ever had. I don't care what you say. Toxic people, toxic men, y'all keep tapping the screen. We ain't got 50,000 yet. We've been in here almost an hour and a half, 2 hours. Toxic people gonna give you some of the best loving you ever had. Yeah, you think they ain't? Man, please. That's how they get everything they got. That's how they get your attention. That's how they get you to stay around. That's how they get your money. That's how they get your car. That's how they get your whatever they get. Cause they come in and they know how to yell. They gonna go in there and hit the back of that thing. Yeah, he come in there purposely to hit the back. Yeah, all that putting your big toe right here. All that right. Yeah. All that putting your big toe right here. All that putting your big toe right here is for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. It's a reason for the ear to the big toe. For the big toe to the ear. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? All right. It's not funny, but it is funny because this is what happens. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all got to be very, very careful. Y'all got to understand when you get to know somebody. Let me tell y'all something. Somebody asked, are these narcissists? Somebody can have very narcissistic tendencies and not be narcissists, right? Narcissism is a diagnosed thing. That's, but you can still have these tendencies. My book is you need to go to my website, Starlet, paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. And go on there and purchase the 30-day guided workbook. Once you purchase the 30-day guided workbook, you can also get a free coaching call for the 30-day guided workbook. If you want to just download the ebook, you can. I say get both of them. Can't you miss a good guy for love bombing is my point. Poetic Lady, did you just come into the live, sis? I talked about all this. I told y'all that love bombing is not always love bombing, but there's stages to love bombing. So I was breaking down the stages to the love bombing. So y'all understand the difference. Somebody can come into your life and be a nice person. Does not necessarily mean they're love bombing you. Love bombing happens in stages. So what I did is broke down the stages so you could be able to determine the difference, because I don't want y'all to get to a situation to where y'all calling every man that do something good for you toxic and he love bombing. That's not the truth, because I know how y'all take things to the extreme. So yeah, so that's what we were talking about. There's stages that happens when it's love bombing, and when it's not love bombing, it's just a person just being nice. Okay. Yeah, paullbryant.com, Starlet. paullbryant.com is my website, paullbryant.com. You can go right there. Once you go to my stage, you can see my picture pop up. Just scroll up. And then what you're going to do is just go right down and you'll see a tab that says 30-day guided workbook. You can tap that, get the book, or you can see 5 tips to dating success ebook. Tap that, get the ebook. All right. Everybody that gets the 30-day guided workbook today, you also get a free coaching call with me. As soon as you purchase it, let me know here. We're going to go into the live. What's up? Lori, how you doing, sis? So we talking about the stages of love bombing. The stages of love bombing is idolization and then devaluation, right? But everybody that gives you gifts. Now, you're going to get 2 types of gifts when a person is doing this love bombing thing. There's emotional gifts. There's physical gifts that you're going to get. All of this because he does this first in the beginning because he's putting you on, he's idolizing you, putting you up. But what happens eventually is the devaluation stage comes. But the devaluation stage works good for him because now when he does something wrong to you and people he get called on it, he could tell you, this is not who I really am. You saw the man I was. Look at all that I've done for you. And then you will start to believe that this ain't who he really is. He just had a bad moment. And then he starts to go back into that false persona that he gave you, that manufactured persona. And then you start to say, okay, maybe this ain't who really is. And then he starts the idolization, the valuation process all over again, especially when you say you're about to leave. If you tell a man who's toxic and doing you wrong, you about to leave, a lot of times, how many of y'all seen this before? How many of y'all seen a man put his hands on his woman? She cry. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to leave you. And then he comes to her crying, baby, don't leave. Why would you do that to us? Us. Why would you do that to us? That's not who I am. You know that's not who I am. You know I've always been good to you. I was just angry, baby. I didn't mean to do that. And then she like, oh, Billy, I'm sorry. I know, Billy. And then she goes back into the stage again. And he starts treating her good for a while, idolization. And then he starts going back to the evaluation stage where he goes back to the person he really is. Because he has a manufactured identity. Y'all get what I'm saying? Thank y'all for getting me to 50,000. Thank y'all so much. Keep tapping. We trying to get to 100. Y'all remember what I said? Now, how do y'all, you see what I'm saying? Y'all seen people like that? Man, he cheated on you and you caught him. He cheated on you and then you caught him. You confront him on his cheating. And he, girl, I'm sorry, I cheated. I'm sorry, I cheated. I should have never done it. You know, I cheated. Girl, you know that's not who I am. Look at all I did for you. Look how good I treat you. Look at the trips I took. Look at all the time I spent with you. And then you go, you know what? Maybe he's not a cheater. Maybe it just what. And then he starts the process all over again. This is what I want. This is the cycle I want y'all as women that get in these toxic relationships to get out of and get out of quickly. Men who are not toxic. Men who are not toxic are consistent in the idolization. There's never a point of devaluation. Let me, y'all want me to prove that to y'all? Y'all want me to prove it to y'all? Y'all want me to prove it to you? I got a way I can prove it for you. Because y'all don't, sometimes y'all don't believe what I say. B Jackie, you still on here? I'm going to prove it to y'all. B Jackie, you still on here? Okay. Can I bring you to the stage real quick? This is my fiance. I'm going to bring her to the stage and I'm going to let y'all hear this. I'm going to ask her a question. Let me bring you to the stage real quick. Hey, babe, what's up?
Hey, hey.
So let me ask you a question. So you heard what I've been talking about the idolization, devaluation, and all that, right?
Mhm.
And I've been talking about the consistency that happens with a man who really wants you. That idolization part stays consistent, and there's a rarity that there's a devaluation part, right?
Okay.
Okay, now I want you to explain about our relationship because when I first met you, um, we wasn't always like we are today. There was a
Mm-mm.
difference of me at that point and a difference of me now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Explain to them, explain to these ladies when I was not sure about us, the patterns that you saw, and then now that we locked in, the patterns that you see. Please explain.
It was definitely no real consistency at all. Um, it was like in the beginning because we were for one we were in two different states. But what I realized was that your need to be around me, it came and went. That was one of the indicators for me because it's like, okay, when you wanted to see me, you know what I'm saying, that's kind of when you really, really, would pretty much love bomb me. Like you would be calling me, texting me, blah, 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 this and that. And then when you didn't have that need, it seemed like you would get a little bit, you know what I'm saying, like quick tempered, like, you know what I'm saying, like your energy was different. Your energy was real different. Your
Distant.
conversation, yeah, your very much so. Your conversation was different. Um, we kind of bumped heads a lot because when I would tell you, hey, you know what I'm saying, this ain't what I want or whatever, and you'll just be like, you know what I'm saying, just hang in there with me, and you know what I'm saying, things go get better, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to figure some things out, and you know what I'm saying, it was weird, and it was unattractive. It was just a lot of things, but now it's like there is no time that I feel lied to. We definitely, and not bragging about anything, but infidelity is definitely something we don't go through. I think it became a time when you knew what was at stake. I think you know that you know what I'm saying, still being out there being a player with the type of person that I am, like there's, you know what I'm saying, there's some things we just can't come back from. So we don't do the, we don't have the conversations about cheating. We don't have the
So
conversations about secrets.
so hold on. So because I want to make sure we highlight the mechanics. So in the beginning,
Mm.
you said that there was you saw the patterns of the idolization, devaluation, correct?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. Now, since we've been back together, and I came back with a different, because we separated for like a year where we didn't talk,
Hmm.
then we wasn't around each other, whatever, whatever. At that time, I was working on me.
Hmm.
When we came back, and I'm here now, and we engage, and what have you seen at this point? As I'm locked in for real, what's the pattern been?
Now it's consistency. It's
So hold on. So there's idolization,
uh-huh.
but consistency in idolization.
Oh, absolutely. I don't honestly, I guess that could be the word, but right now I look at it as support. Like I look at it as you being like my number one fan. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is to me now, not in a negative way, but it's like if there's so many just small things, small wins that I have that, you know what I'm saying, you tell me how proud of me you are, and you know what I'm saying, good job. Like if I hang pictures after I've been saying I was gonna do it for weeks, and be like, good job, babe, that looks really good, I'm proud of you, give me five, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And I guess it feels different now because I know that what you're saying is genuine. I know the love is real, so I guess now it's more appreciative because in the beginning when you didn't know what you wanted, the idolization, it blinded me for a second because I'm sitting here saying to myself like, "Oh, this man is giving me my props and he's doing all this and that." But what it caused for a second was like a smoke screen. Like I wasn't really paying attention to. you being inconsistent and being all over the place and all that. And then when I took the moment to actually realize it, I was like, hold on. He only, you know what I'm saying, is consistent when it benefits him.
See. So I wanted to bring her up here so y'all could understand. First of all, I tell y'all all the time, when y'all talking to me as a coach, I'm talking to y'all from I'm talking to y'all from the memory of the guy I was and from the present place that I am. At one point in my life, I was a toxic guy when it came to relationships. Right? Very toxic. Now, I wasn't toxic with I was abusive or nothing like that, but I was emotionally abusive to women. Right? I would lead women on, give them false hope and all that to get what I wanted. So I feel like that's emotional abuse, but I'm not that person anymore. So everything I'm talking to y'all about today, I can tell y'all without a shadow of a doubt, it's actual factual things that dudes who are toxic or they're predators, this is the mechanics. And these mechanics don't shift. It may look a little bit different for every person, but when you really pay attention to it, it's the same thing. It's just handled in different ways by the level of access, money, whatever you have, right? And this is what I think. Ben, you got anything else to say?
I do have one thing to say. It may be off topic, but I just kind of want to leave this right here. Not all the time that you're going to get in a relationship and things are just going to be, smooth from beginning to the end. I'm not telling women to stick it out with, with toxic dudes or, situations that's not like that. But I will say this, when you find somebody that is, that's worth it, trying to understand them, yes, let them go off and do their thing and get their mind together. But I will say that,
and it doesn't mean that you're gonna wait for them when they're doing that. If they come back and you available, then God bless them. But if you're not, that's on them. But go ahead, babe.
Yeah, and actually that was our situation. I hate that that's a year lost, but I'm elated that we took that time and it wasn't for nothing. Like you came back, you had it together, and now, I'm reaping the benefits of the year. The year was hard, but now I'm reaping the benefits because I don't know if I would have had the mental capacity to take the ride. I don't think that I deserved to be there while you take the ride to get it together, but I'm grateful that you did it and that things are the way that they are. And I will say that I think for most women, sometimes we get scared when a man be like, well, I think I need to go off and get my mind together, because the first thing we think is somebody else is going to benefit from all this goodness and mercy that you took while you're off. But again, if he doesn't come back, it wasn't meant for you in the first place. But I will say this, do not put a pause in your life while somebody else has to get themselves together. And that's the same thing for a man and waiting on a woman to get themselves together. Do your thing, because we can all benefit from being a better person than we were yesterday.
And let me say let me say this too. One of the things that happened when I came back to her as a man. See, one of the things she did that for me is that she had a standard about her life that she was not going to budge on. Right? She had boundaries that she wasn't going to move on, whether it was me or anybody else. So as a man, when I started saying, you know what, boy, you about to lose a good woman, you better go back, blah, 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 I understood how I needed it. I couldn't just come back anyway, because I had to be able to come back and respect the boundaries that she had, because she wasn't just going to let me do anything. And in that, it made me approach this situation totally different. And what I'm saying to y'all is this: I don't care how much you like the guy, you're in love with the guy, how beautiful you think he is, whatever. Don't lower your standards. Don't for anybody, because he's going to, in the long run, if he really wants to be with you, he's going to always respect you for you not allowing him to come in and cause you to manipulate your own standards for him. She never did that. And the respect I have for her when we came back together, it came in because I never saw her as easy, as I could just come in and do anything. Nah, she never did that. She stood on what she stood on, and either I had to take it or leave it. It was no, I'm going to change for you. I'm going to do this for you. Okay, I'm going to do that. To this very day, she don't do that, which makes me love and respect her more because she's an individual. I'm an individual, and we're coming together. We're interdependent in this relationship. We support one another's personal growth, and we support the relationship. It's too many times, ladies, and I said this in the beginning, too many times y'all become something else for a man. And you should never lose yourself in a relationship. He should respect you for who you are, what you bring to the table. You respect him for who he is, what he brings to the table, and y'all grow as a. You shouldn't have to change. One of the things I tell y'all in that ebook is a man who can accept y'all differences is a man you need to be with. I'm cool with her. She's different than me. She likes certain TV shows I don't like. She don't pressure me to watch them, except that video yesterday. She don't pressure me to. She has a life outside of me. She don't pressure me. I like to go to the gym. I don't pressure her to go to the gym. She want to go, she can. She likes to walk around the neighborhood. She likes other ways to exercise. I'm a gym person, right? So, but I don't force her. She don't force me. This is what relationships look like. I've seen relationships that the man be like, well, if you should be doing this with me. Why? If that's what you want to do, go do it. Now, if she want to do it every now and again to support you in it, cool. But she doesn't have to become that to be pleasing to you. So you want her to be somebody totally different for you to be satisfied. That's toxic. That's toxic. Thank you, babe. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, that's toxic. And I've seen too many people do that. You change everything about yourself to be pleasing to a particular guy. No, that's not. He's got to be able to accept you. He's got to accept y'all differences. That's what makes us strong as a couple. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what you got to do, ladies. I'm telling y'all. I think she wanted. The daughter of a king, did you want to come up? I see a lot of y'all in the back room. I don't know if it's just bringing y'all up by mistake. That's why I hate putting the screen on, because people come up and they just pull y'all up automatically. Y'all make sure. Okay, we still need to be selling the ebooks. We need to get ebooks going. We need at least three more ebooks going. We need 2 more of the 30-day guide workbooks going. You go to my website, purchase those now. PaulLBryant.com. Renee, you got anything you want to say? Renee, daughter of a king. I don't know. I think he just bringing up people by mistake. Y'all keep tapping. Let's get to 100,000. Let's go. We got a little ways to go. All right. So do I need to review anything? Do I need to review before we move forward? Y'all make sure y'all go get the ebook still. Go to PaulLBryant.com. Download the 5 tips to dating success. Go download that right now. PaulLBryant.com. PaulLBryant.com. Y'all go get that. Don't be like the people that come to the cookout, eat all the food, and don't ever bring nothing to the party. Okay, go and invest in this ministry, this thing, and then go. Curve Appeal says she got it. Let's go, Curve Appeal. And if you're ladies who's just starting to date again, you've been out of the game for a long period of time, you've been in a relationship for you've been single for a while, or you've been in a relationship for a long period of time, and you institutionalized, right? You need to go to my website and get the 30-day guided workbook so you can do those exercises for 30 days to kind of prepare you to get out there. So it's the 30-day guided workbook that's on there, and then you got the 5 tips of dating success that's on there. Y'all need both of those books, especially if you're new to dating, you haven't dated in a while, you've been married for a long time, whatever. 30 days got to work. All right, PaulLBryant.com. That's where you need to go, PaulLBryant.com. Also, if you are in the Dallas, Texas area, this coming Wednesday, July the 2nd, we're going to be in Cigar International in the Colony for all of my Dallas folks, talking relationships and men talking, women talking. We're going to have a great time. All right. Y'all ready? Do y'all need a review before I move forward? Y'all need a review before I move forward? She said, I bought the book. Okay, fan, to make so we can do the, I can see the information to get your coaching call. Y'all ready? She said, I need a review. All right, so the review is this. What we're talking about is how love bombing happens. Now, everybody that is nice to you and we talk about physical gifts. We talk about emotional gifts. Gloria, are you wanting to come to the stage, or that's just pulling you up? I don't know if people coming up or not. But We talk about love bombing, emotional gifts you're going to get from a guy. Those are things when he's telling you how amazing you are, how beautiful you are. He gives you those fantasy statements like, I can't wait till we get married. All those are emotional gifts. Then he gives you the physical gifts, actual gifts that he going to give you. That's a form of love bombing, okay? She said he bought her a car. Wow. Wow. She said he bought her a car. All those types of things. Then you get the guy, love bombing happens in idolization stage and it turns into the devaluation stage, all right? Now, let's talk about types of toxic partners. Y'all ready for that? I'm gonna give y'all a couple of these, and then let me give you types of toxic partners. Y'all ready? Put a 1 in the comment if you're ready. Number 1. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? All right, here we go. I see all the ones. B Jackie, you trying to get back on? I see you showed up on my guest thing. Number 1, here we go. Type of toxic partners, and the first one is going to be the distressed. The distressed. That's the person who. What is the distressed person? That's the person that they need to be saved. All right. Let me tell you what draws y'all to this particular person. They ask you for help. They make you feel important. They make you feel needed. They might idolize you or put you on a pedestal. And they will bond with you very, very quickly. This is the person that needs distress. Let's talk about that. The distressed partner may look like they are falling apart. But when they explain to you that all they need is love in order to be whole again, it's easy for you to fall for them. Why? The distressed partner attracts people who like to fix problems. Okay? Everybody want to feel needed, right? So the distressed person, they come to you because you like to feel needed, and they like the people that you like to fix problems. You're going to attract this type of person. You got to ask yourself a question. Are you really in love with the particular person you're dealing with? Or do you just would like to feel needed? Are you really in love with this person? Do you really like that person like that? Or do you like the fact that you feel like you like the fact that you feel needed? The distressed partner is also an attractive match for people who are fulfilled by helping others. Okay? The distressed partner wants to be saved, which might look like depending on you for car payments, grocery money, even when y'all don't live together. They need assistance with school or work demands. These relationships become codependent very fast, right? This is the type of person you might see when you out here getting to know people. This is a distressed person. And if you're a woman that like to fix problems, you're going to find yourself. See, this is what y'all like to do. Y'all like to say, oh, I'm an empath. I just like to take on people's problems. That's good and bad. But you got to make sure you realize it. Are you in love with this person? Or you love the fact that they're in your life because they make you feel needed. They're going to come and take advantage of you because they know you like to feel needed. And now you're dealing with a person who's going to tell you, I just need help, I need help. And you're ready to jump in the game and help them. This is why I tell you, ladies, if you meet a guy and this man tells you he's not in a good place, he's trying to get himself back on his feet, he's not where he needs to be, you don't need to date this guy. Let him get himself on his feet. Let him do the work he need to do himself. And you tell him, say, listen, I see you're not in a great place right now. Why don't you go take care of that? And if you come back, you spin the block and I'm still the baby, we try it then. But a lot of y'all like to get in here and try to help people because you want to feel needed. And this person is going to come in and take advantage of you. And they're going to put you on a pedestal and make you feel like you're the best thing since sliced bread. Why? Because they have a need and you're going to supply the need that they have. How many of y'all listening to me today? How many of y'all paying attention today? How many of y'all listening? How many? Does that make any sense? Love and enjoying. All right, and I'm gonna give y'all this next one. The next person that you're gonna meet, a toxic individual you might meet, is gonna be a person who is they feel like they just that they the catch. You got them. You know, they the one. All right. Their main need is to be admired. Now listen to this particular guy. They draw people to them because they may be successful. They have money or status. They may have their life put together. They got a job, a car, a house. They charming. And they physically attractive. So they feel like for you to have them, you just won the lottery. They're a great catch. Y'all ever heard it before? I'm a great catch. I own a car. I got a business. I'm handsome. I got my own car. I got my own house. So he feel like because these things in order that he's a great catch. This is the person who knows that they have something highly coveted. They are super attractive, or maybe they have great hair, fashionable clothes, and a lot of money. Maybe they are a local celebrity or hold a special place of honor in their own town. Maybe they are in a position of power, such as police officers, politician, doctor, business owner, or professional. If you are able to capture the catch, it can feel like a real honor and make you feel like a local celebrity as well. You feel special because you got the catch. You got the guy everybody wants. He's handsome. He's got a good job. He's got a good business. He makes a lot of money, right? Because of their power at the moment, the catch could be snatched away from you. The catch is aware of his power and looks for a partner who is attracted to success. This is why y'all ladies got to stop looking and being so caught up in men that got money and success. All these women now, all we looking for a man that can come and do things for them. But I'm going to tell you, there's something that comes along with that. It ain't nothing wrong with having a man that got money and want to take care of you. I understand that. But some of y'all covet that. Y'all lust after that. And a lot of times that can put you in a bad situation because just like you want them, other people want them too. Right? The catch is aware of this power and looks for a partner who is attracted to success. They like people who are attracted to success. They hope that their success will help you overlook some red flags they possess. Who am I talking about? Who do y'all see that this is happening to right now? Let me pause right there. Who do y'all see right now that's being exposed for this very reason? See, a lot of times for y'all ladies, y'all got to see it before you believe it. Who is this happening to right now? Who do you see being exposed for this right now? P. Diddy. He was the catch. All these women that he came in, took advantage of them. They wanted him because of who he was, the power that he had. They were attracted to money and success. He knew this. He used this as a manipulation tactic for a lot of these women. He promised them things. He promised them positions. They were so attracted to that and to the power. They felt like, oh, I got the one. I got Diddy. It's happening in living color for us to see right now. The catch is aware of his power and looks for partners who are attracted to success. They hope that their success will help you overlook some of their red flags. Look at all those women that overlook Diddy's red flags because of his success and his power. This man was a narcissistic, manipulative, abusive man. But they overlooked all that. Why? Because of his power and because of who he was. They hope that their success will help you overlook some of the red flags they possess. It skews their lack of relationship skills and justify their harmful relationship tactics, such as invalidating your success, constantly comparing you to them, ignoring your needs because their dreams are more important, and throwing money at the problem instead of working on them. But y'all want these rich men though. Y'all are so attracted to success. It's nothing wrong with being attracted to a man who has power. There's nothing wrong with that. And all these men ain't toxic. But when you got a man who's toxic, he's gonna throw money at you. Look what Diddy did to Cassie. After he got finished putting paws on her, blacking her eye, he sent her to a hotel, and then that's what he did. He sent his assistant over there to go over there and do what? Buy her gifts. He never addressed the problem. He didn't have relationship skills. But he was good at throwing money at problems so people will forget the type of person he really was. This is why I tell y'all, the game is the game, whether it's played at high levels or low levels. Some of y'all right now, I've had many women say, I would have stayed, I would have left Diddy. I would have left Diddy. No, y'all, you wouldn't. Some of y'all are with broke Diddy's right now. I would have never stayed. He would have never done that to me. Some of y'all getting it done to y'all right now, and the dude ain't got no money. He manipulating you, taking advantage of you, mentally abusing you, emotionally abusing you. Some of y'all getting it done to y'all right now with a regular Joe Blow. You wouldn't have left Diddy. You would have been right there with Diddy, just like you right there with Terry. That dog you are right there. It's the same thing. It's just at different levels. Meek Mill said there's levels to this. There's levels to toxicity. But I'm trying to teach y'all and help and highlight things to y'all about these behaviors so you don't get trapped in them. One of the things that's difficult for a lot of women to get trapped into this is that it's hard for you to leave. Why? Because you love that man and you want to love him and you want him to love you back. You're trying to show him that you are the woman. Look at Cassie. Look at Jane Doe, who we know who she was. Look at her. Look at the other women that he did all this stuff to. Y'all ought to be looking at these situations and stop judging the girls and Diddy, but looking at your life and seeing how you need to do differently. You got Roscoe doing the same thing to you that Diddy was doing to these women. And Roscoe don't make but $150,000 a year. And you so impressed by the fact that Roscoe make $150,000 a year, that Roscoe got a house and a car, and Roscoe 6'2", with a beard, bald head. You just feel blessed to be with Roscoe. Roscoe ain't got no relational skills, no relationship skills. I told y'all earlier, it takes skills to be in a relationship. Have a second. Roscoe ain't got no relationship skills. And you just happy to be with Roscoe. He's 6'2". Girl, he bald head. Girl, he fine. Girl, he did. Girl, he that. Girl, Roscoe took me here. Girl, Roscoe winded down me. Girl, Roscoe. Roscoe doing it with you and 3-4 other women. Because y'all so impressed. Everybody now, all these women today all they talk about. My man got to make all this kind. My man got to, he got to make this. He got to make that. Okay. You better make sure he make that and he got some relationship skills. That's the problem. A lot of y'all don't have. Anybody want to come to the stage, you can. Just put a 1 up so I know that's you for sure. I see you in the back room, but I don't know if that's for you. Where can we start looking for something else? What's your question? I don't understand the question, sis. All right, ladies. How many of y'all went and bought downloaded the ebook? Please go download the ebook right now. What dating sites are okay? I'll give you that question here, the answer in a second. Let me go listen. Ladies, go to my website right now. I need at least 3 of y'all right now to go to my website and get the download the ebook, 5 Tips for Dating Success. Go get that, okay? Go get it. Go get the ebook. Now go download that, and then what's up, Kiki? Kiki, you know what's coming? Kiki, do you love me? All right, you're never gonna leave me aside. Kiki, what's up, sis? Kiki, my homegirl. I like Kiki. One thing Kiki gonna do is ride with Coach Paul. I don't hear from her every day though, but she riding with the coach. I appreciate you, Kiki. It's my sister right there. Make sure you go download the ebook, 5 Tips of Dating Success. Make sure please make sure you go get the for y'all ladies that's just new to starting dating again, y'all been not dating, go to my website and get the 30-day guided workbook. For everybody that gets the 30-day guided workbook today, you also gonna get a free coaching call with me. How do you get the workbooks and the ebook? Go to paullbryant.com. Any lady in here that want to do one-on-one coaching with me, we can do one-on-one coaching. I'm going to walk with you for 6 months, help you, walk you through two things for 6 months. You can go to my website, sign up for that, paullbryant.com. Coach, as always, I appreciate your book. Everyone enjoy your Sunday. Till next time. Take care, Linda. Yeah. Y'all got to make sure y'all go get the stuff. So we done talked about a lot today. So Kiki, basically, let me give you a review. Basically, what we talked about today, Kiki, we talked about the behaviors of love bombing. Love bombing always starts with idolization. They idolize y'all. They make y'all feel like y'all the best thing since sliced bread. They tell you how beautiful you are. They give you emotional gifts. Emotional gifts are things like, telling you how much they like you, they're so glad you came into their life. What would they do without you? You're so amazing. Hey, beautiful, all that. They show up at your job and stuff like that, and they there for you. And then they give you those fantasy statements like, I can't wait to marry you one day. I can't wait to have kids one day. They give you that. That's emotional gift. Then they give you the physical gifts. Physical gifts is buying you stuff, paying your bills and all that. Those are part. Now, everybody that does it don't mean they love bomb. Okay? It just mean they could just be nice people, and it don't mean you can't take stuff from people. I want y'all ladies to learn it's all right to accept a gift from a man, because you always want a man investing in you, men that invest in you like you more. Okay? And then what happens is it's the idolization phase that goes on. And then what happens after the idolization phase, then after a while, you'll start seeing the devaluation phase. That means that a person that once idolized you, pushed you on a pedestal, made you feel great, now what they're doing is they're not showing up as much. They're not treating you as like they did before. Now they could be also a little bit rude and mean to you, do something crazy. But then when you call them on it, right? When you call them on it, then they will put you into, they'll remind you, well, you know all the things I did for you. You know that who I really am. Girl, I always been here for you. I always loved you. I always did things for you, right? I always looked out for you, blah, blah, blah. Look at all the stuff I did for you. And then you start to believe in yourself, hold on, well, maybe that ain't really who he is. He did do this for me. He did treat me so good, right? And then you start kind of like, believing that this person that you once knew is going to come back. And then what happens is, if you don't, then you threaten to leave. And then when you threaten to leave, what happens is the idolization and the devaluation process starts all over again. It's in a continuous cycle. That's when you're dealing with a person who's love bombing you, okay? Now, a person who likes to give you gifts and just treats you well, they do it because they care about you, they really like you, they really into you. You will see consistency in that. That's how you know when it's not love bombing, because it's just straight consistency. You won't see consistency when the person is love bombing you toxically. You won't see that because they're going to start the devaluation process. Do men also love bomb in the beginning and try to say they are not ready for a relationship? Heck yeah. Let me tell y'all something about this. I know I've seen a lot of women. I told y'all this before. I see a lot of women today. They love to say this. Well, at least he told me the truth. Let me tell y'all something. Just because a man tells you the truth and he tells you, girl, I'm just, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't really looking for nothing serious. I'm just hanging in there now. Just because a man tell you that, that's a little bit of a manipulation too, because trust and believe. Men don't tell this. Thank you, Bria. Men don't give the same truth to every woman. What happens is when we meet you and we assume something about you, we assume that it's not going to be a lot of work with you. We assume you easy. We assume whatever. We'll give you a truth that we won't give to a woman that we feel like she's going to be a little bit harder to deal with. She ain't going to put up with our mess as much. We don't give her the same truth. If a man is being totally honest with you and he's just totally giving you his truth and he just totally, that could be he don't really see real value in you. Don't be so shocked by the truth that you get. Because men are not giving every woman that same truth. Trust me. All that honesty that he giving you, well, at least he honest. Yeah, he honest with you like that because he know it ain't gonna take much for you. But he ain't gonna be honest with another woman that he values a little bit more. He ain't gonna get her that same truth. He gonna hide some truth. He ain't gonna tell her everything. It's still game. It's still toxic, but he gotta approach it differently. If a man just comes to you, ladies, and he starts talking to you and just kind of giving you all truth, it's because he don't see real value in you, and he know you ain't. He know he can give you the truth, and you ain't going nowhere. Y'all don't want me talk. Y'all don't want me talk. Y'all want me to tell y'all the truth. That's the truth of the matter. Y'all get so impressed by a man telling y'all the truth. This man telling you that truth because he already know you ain't going nowhere. He could tell you anything. He could look at you and tell you ain't going nowhere. Just me. Yeah. Men are not giving every woman the same level of transparency. It's not. So a lot of times, what I would do if I was y'all ladies, is if a man starts being super transparent with you, my question to him would be, why are you telling me these things? Ask him, why are you telling me these things? See what his response is. How he responds. And you'll be able to tell what type of dude he is by the level, by the type of response he gives. Make sure y'all tap the screen. We supposed to be getting to $60. Let's tap. We need major taps. We need to get to 100,000. Major. Everybody should be tapping. Let's tap. Yeah. Yeah, every man is just not doing that. So ask him, why is he telling you these things? If you ladies want to come to the stage, you got to let me know in the comments you want to come to the stage because it's y'all popping up in my thing. I don't know if it's just y'all for real. So if you want to come to the stage, put them. Somebody say, can you give me an example of what kind of truth he'll give? Like if you meet a man and he wants to tell you, well, listen, I just want to let you know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really out here looking for nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here doing my thing. He says, you know, I'm going to be honest with you because I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to think, you know, I love to hang out, but I ain't think I'm going to really commit with you right now, blah, 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 blah. That kind of truth. Or, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? You know, right now I ain't got much going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking for somebody to kick it with, you know, I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be honest with you. I got another woman I'm getting to know. Not getting to know. I got another woman I'm dealing with, you know, and you know what I'm saying? You know, I ain't look, all that kind of stuff. Right. She said, okay, this is my exit. See, you probably a woman, Kiki, he not going to give that level of truth to. If a man giving you that level of truth, it's already because he could take you or leave you. He already know that. If you decide, if he gives you that, you could walk away. Ask me how I know that. Let's go. Let's get this to 80,000. Ask me how I know that. I know that because I did it. I've done it plenty of times. I already know what type of woman I'm dealing with. I can tell how much she into me. That if I tell her, that's right, Bria, I would tell how much she was into me. And I would give women truth and they won't go nowhere. And then what I would do was, once I started acting crazy towards you and you started trying to, once I was with you and then I stopped disappearing and being here sometimes to being out sometimes to being very tired, and then you bring it up and you say something to me like, well, why I don't see him? I'm like, hey, I told you in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing my thing. I told you. Oh yeah, you did say that. See, I gotta, cause I already know in the beginning, what I was gonna do. I already knew that. What I was gonna do. I already knew what I was gonna do. I already knew the behavior I was gonna come with. What's up, Miss Ryder? Yeah. So now, once you come to me and call me on it, I'm gonna remind you of what I said. And all you could do is say at that point, well, you know what? Yeah, you're right. You know, yeah, I already knew what I was gonna do. But I wouldn't do that to every woman because there was some women that I saw more value in. So I would get her. She says, "What if he said in the beginning he wanted a relationship, then 3 months in it changed up?" Let me tell y'all something. A man can want a relationship with you in the beginning, start dealing with you, and decide he don't want that no more. Right? You gotta understand, he could have changed his mind. A man can meet you, hang out with you, and really honestly be out here dating with intention. And really do want to get to know you, and then start dealing with you and then decide, nah, she ain't really the one. The problem with that is a lot of men are not as forthcoming with how they feel like y'all women are. Men are not going to give you closure. Right? A lot of times men are not going to give you closure. What they're going to do is they're going to start changing their behavior and expect for you to interpret the behavior. And if you don't, and you continue to pursue them, then what they're going to do, they're going to get angry with you. Why you keep calling me? Yo, I'm gonna hit you when I hit you. Yeah, you keep hitting me up like, what's going on? You get that kind of attitude then. Why? Because he's trying to let you know by his behavior that he don't want to deal with you no more. Then he gets rude and mean to you because you just want to get closure. This is why I tell you, ladies, stop looking for closure. Yeah. Stop looking for closure. All y'all ladies want closures. You don't need closure. The closure is he's not dealing with you no more. Let his actions tell you what's really going on. A man is really into you. He's going to continue to pursue you. Y'all keep looking for closure, but what y'all don't understand is the closure that you're trying to get is only going to hurt you more. You want closure because you still want to stay connected to him, or you want to find out that you wasn't the problem. Most women don't want closure because they want closure. You're trying to make sure that you didn't mess this up because you've been hard on yourself. You're being hard on yourself because the relationship ain't there no more. So now you want closure because you're trying to convince yourself that it wasn't you, because you're starting to blame yourself. That you should never blame yourself. Blame the person. Put the blame in the proper place. It's him. Especially if you did everything you were supposed to do. And a lot of times when you go looking for closure, all it's gonna make it worse because he can probably treat you like dirt, and it's gonna make you feel worse about yourself. Typically, men don't get closure. Y'all have to understand this. Let me give y'all this example. A lot of women would say, they would say, Diddy could have never done that to me. Right? I'm using Diddy as an example. People would say, they would look at how Diddy did those women. They look at how Diddy did those. Hold on, Miss Angel, answer. They look at how Diddy, and they say, Diddy could never have done that to me. Let me tell you what. If you are a woman, Diddy would have never done that to you as soon as he sensed out that he couldn't. You wouldn't have been the person he would win. He was specifically looking for women that he could manipulate and that was impressed with his money and his lifestyle. If you were a woman that he knew he could not manipulate, he wouldn't have went after you. You wouldn't have been his choice. Y'all got to understand, there's tactics. This is tactical warfare. There's tactics to this. If a man is dealing with a woman and he's looking for, if he's a particular type of man, he's looking for a particular type of woman. And this particular type of woman is typically the type of woman that's going to allow him. He's already picked up and recognized she's going to allow him. He can manipulate her. He can control her. He can get her to do those types of things. He already know who she is. So if he starts talking to you and realizing that he's not going to want you. And this is why I say to a lot of y'all ladies, y'all don't understand. A lot of y'all saved y'all own. A lot of y'all got saved because a guy didn't want you. You took it as an insult. You took it as he didn't think you was attractive enough. But what it is he didn't deal with you because he knew you a woman he couldn't play with. Because we know. When we're toxic and we're manipulative men, we already know the women that we can't play with. So a lot of times you wonder why he didn't deal with you, but he dealt with other girl, and you taking it personal, baby. You need to bless God that he didn't go with you because he saw he could not play with you, so he left you alone. Don't take it personal. Take it as a blessing. You need to be thanking God. God, I thank you. Thank you that Jerry didn't stay. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord God, that I wanted Jerry, but you saw something I didn't see. Thank you, God, because I see what he doing to that other woman. He would have tried to do that to me. Thank you, Lord, that you didn't keep Jerry around. Thank you, Lord God, that whatever he saw in me, you showed him and he ran off. Because guess what, God? The things I see him doing to Maggie, he would have tried to do to me. Yes. That's why, you got to be careful. Don't take everything as bad. If you're doing the work, let me tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all this? People that are healed typically don't fool with broken people. People that are healed, after they done all the work, went through the process, got past that hang up, they ain't gonna deal with nobody that ain't healed. It's usually toxic people. and other toxic people that you see together. My toxicity may be different than yours, but at the end, when you get down to the nuts and bolts, we both toxic in some way or another. Healed people don't deal with toxic people. Healed people don't deal with unhealed people. We can see unhealed people a mile away. If you keep attracting and dealing with and being in relationships with unhealed people, it's because, baby, you are unhealed. Stop blaming everybody else. That should be an eye-opening thing, a sign to you that you probably need somebody. You need to do a little bit more work. Flies love to be around stink. Flies love stink. There's something in your life stinking, and you're attracting flies. But you don't want to admit that about yourself. There's something in your life that's stinking, and flies are coming. You're attracting them. But you keep ignoring that because you keep pointing the finger at other people. It's him. Why he do me like that? Why you let him in? Y'all keep tapping. We need to get to 100,000. Keep tapping, please. Yeah, you keep. Why he do me like that? Why you let him in? You saw red flag. You saw it. The bigger issue is, why did you let him in? Why did you bring him home? Listen, you can't determine who's going to approach you when you walk outside. You can't determine that. But you can determine who you're going to keep, who you're going to take home. Yeah. You can't determine who gonna approach you when you walk outside. You a woman. You gonna get approached by all kind of women. I mean, all kind of men. But you can determine who you take on. And what's up, Eddie Jackson? What y'all don't get is this. Is that when you go through your healing process and you are truly healed, because a lot of y'all be talking about y'all healing, but y'all ain't doing no work. Y'all ain't really doing no work. All y'all doing is taking time off. Y'all be telling people, I'm healing. You ain't doing no work. What kind of work are you doing though? You ain't healing, you abstaining, baby. You're not healing. You're abstaining. You staying away from stuff. Call that healing. You ain't did no therapy. You ain't did nothing. What's up, Nudge? You ain't did nothing. But healing is a buzzword for everybody. Everybody want to talk their healing. She said, how do you know when you truly heal? You can start to realize your healing is taking place, or you healing when you don't have a desire for the things you used to have a desire for. When certain things start to turn you off. When you're not moved by certain things anymore. Let me ask you a question. If you one of the best ways to know you heal from being an alcoholic is when you get around liquor and that smell don't draw you. Where's that? You be like, that stink. What does that smell? That's how liquor smell? Oh my God, that's what I was putting in my body. That's when you know you're healing. When you get around a player and he come to you with that look, yo, what up, man? What's going on? And you, when you look at him like, boy, get out of my face. That's when you know you're healing. When he come over, hey, can I come through? Can I come through your house? No, you can't come through. No, I don't have people at my house at a certain time. When you enforce boundaries, that's when you know you're healing. And you ain't afraid that he gonna say no. That's when you know you're healing. Let me go back to a question somebody asked me earlier. Ladies, what are y'all doing? I have my phone. I'm looking at the phone. Some of y'all, I need at least 3 to 4 y'all to go and purchase it, download the ebook right now. And I need y'all to get the 30-day guided workbook. Where y'all at? Come on now. I'm doing a lot of coaching and a lot of teaching. I've been here with y'all for some hours now. Let's go ahead and make me good. Look, go ahead. Everybody that purchased the 30-day guided workbook today, You also gonna get a free coaching call with me, okay? 30-day guided workbook. You need that if you just getting into a relationship, you're getting out of a relationship, you starting to date again, you don't know what to do, know where to start. Go get the 30-day guided workbook. If you're a woman that's just, you want some tips on, go get the 5 tips for dating success. You could download that, right? How do you get these books? Go to paulbryan.com. paulbryan.com. Now I've been in here with y'all for a few hours, and I'm gonna be in here for a little bit longer. But y'all got to sow back into this, and sow back into yourself. Okay, don't come to the cookout. I told y'all this before. Don't come to the cookout eating all the food. Don't bring nothing. You ain't bring a plate, a fork, a knife, no cup of ice, no ice water, no nothing. But you coming over to eat all the food. No, sow back into where you're eating at. If you're eating here, sow back into that. Because I'm gonna do this all the time. Sow back into where you're eating at. Don't come and just be a taker and not a giver. And you're not giving to me. You're giving to me, but you're sowing back into yourself even when you give. I'm not telling you to cash at me no money. I'm telling you to go in there and buy these products so you would have them. I took time to write these for y'all. I want y'all to purchase them. Okay. You can go to paullbryant.com. paullbryant.com. That ebook is $21. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. If you can't afford $21, you probably don't need to be dating right now. And I respect it. I'm not mad at you. I get it. But if your money is not in a good place, you can't invest $21 in yourself. You can't. The 30-day guided workbook is $45. You can't invest $45 in yourself. You probably need to take some time away from dating. Why? Because what you're going to end up doing is getting in a relationship with a guy who's able to manipulate you with money. Kels, you say that about it. Listen, if I promise y'all some ebook and you don't hit me right away, and it's I deal with so many people on a regular basis. Y'all got to remember, I deal with hundreds of people a week. You know, so if I didn't give it to you, count it to my head, not my heart. But you got to make sure you remind me. That's easy. That's an easy fix. I can send you that in a little while. Right. Y'all keep telling me we got to get to 100,000. Yeah. Phantom, the ebook is there. When you click the link on the ebook is, I think it's like $21.95 or something like that. Yeah. So what I was going to say, what was I saying before I did the commercial break? Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next type of person you're going to meet. Now we talked about the distressed person, right? We talked about the catch. Now we're going to talk about. Oh yeah, I was going to answer Miss Angie question. Miss Angie said, she said, what happens if the person don't want you no more, but they stand consistent? Great question. Let me tell y'all this. Men are super territorial. Super. We're super territorial over the women that we deal with. The thing of it is, I cannot want you in one capacity, but want you in another. And that's why it's important for you to say to yourself and say to him, no, if you don't want me in all capacity, you can't have me in none. This is an all or nothing situation. Men can want you in one capacity, but don't want you in another. You have to open up your eyes and say, listen, yeah, it's all or nothing with me, bro. And then you got to learn how to cut it off. One of the problems that a lot of you women make is that you still give access to a person that told you they didn't want you anymore. Why do they still have access to you? For what? For what? You giving them access for what? Because you probably still emotionally connected to that man. You probably still emotionally vulnerable. And if you keep giving him access, he already know he can come in and do whatever he want to do with you. It's a revolving door in those early stages of a breakup. In the early stages of the breakup is when you need to be more strict with yourself. That's when you need to be more strict. Because in the early stages of a breakup, you are super vulnerable. That's why when he tells you he walking away, at that particular point, you need to get rid of everything. Pictures, text messages, all of that stuff. Block social media. And begin your healing process right away. Because if not, what's going to happen is you're going to keep them lingering around. Because men typically that walk away, they don't just walk away in most cases. Most cases they don't. They don't just completely walk away and leave you alone. What they do is walk away and still hover over your life and dip back in when they feel like they need you again. They need a fix from you again. And they know you're vulnerable. So what they do is, hey, what's going on? What you doing? I heard from you in a while, blah, 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 blah. And then they get this conversation out of you again. Next thing you know, you're hanging out with them again. Next thing you know, you're back in the bed again. Now you deeper emotionally connected to that person. Somebody said, let me tell y'all something, because I always trip when y'all say it. I always trip when y'all say that. When y'all say that dating is men are complicated, we're not. We're not complicated at all. Men are super simple. The only reason we're complicated is because y'all be too emotionally invested too soon, which makes it complicated because you're wrestling not only with what your mind is telling you, but what your heart is telling you. Let me give y'all a word. Let me give y'all this word. Write this word down. Write this word down. Study it out. Learn it. Before I give y'all this word, I need at least 3 people to go and purchase a book. I'm going to give y'all a word I want y'all to look at. She said, I downloaded an ebook. There we go. That's what's up, Queen. Let's go. Let's go. There she go. I want y'all to look at this word. I want y'all to listen to this word. It's called emotional dissonance. DISSONANCE. Emotional dissonance. How many of y'all know what that is? Because this is where a lot of y'all be in these relationships. This is where a lot of y'all women end up. It's called emotional dissonance. How many of y'all know what it is? Y'all keep tapping. I'm going to tell y'all what it is. Emotional dissonance is this. It's the disconnect between what you know deep down and what you have normalized. Emotional dissonance is the disconnect between what you know deep down to be right and what you normalize. That's where the struggle comes in. That's where the struggle comes in. This is why it's so difficult for a lot of y'all ladies in these relationships, because of emotional dissonance. You know deep down that something ain't right, but you've normalized a certain thing, and it's hard for you now. The disconnect is there. This is what you got to understand. This is why I tell you, ladies, when you've been dealing with a guy and he tells you he don't want to be with you no more, blah, 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 you have to shut things down. Stop giving a man access, because typically men don't just walk away really quickly. What they do is they hover around your life. And especially when you start moving on to another person and they find out, here they come. You got to cut off contact. I always tell y'all how a job works. Y'all remember I tell you how an employee does? What an employer do? An employer, when you go to an employer looking for a job, you sit with this man, you talk relationship. I mean, you talk to the person, and you see that you give them their qualifications, and they trying to see if they're going to go in a relationship with you, right? Once they figure out you ain't the person they want for the position, guess what they do? They send you an email. Hey, thank you for applying for this particular job. You know, we've gone with a different candidate. Please don't respond to this email. They cut you off. You can't even respond to the email. You've been blocked. You need to have that same attitude when it comes to dating. Sorry, I realized that we didn't work out. I'm healing to go to a better candidate. Take care in your dating journey. Block. Don't respond to this text message. Block. She said, what if y'all live in the same home? That's going to be a little bit tougher. One of y'all need to move out. One of y'all need to make, once this man says he doesn't want to be with you no more, he's proven it through his actions. You or him need to start making a decision to get up out of there. Same difference. The disconnect needs to happen. The problem is with a lot of y'all women, what happens is y'all are too emotionally vulnerable in the beginning to walk away, because you've emotionally invested more than he has. You've emotionally invested a lot. He was probably never really emotionally invested. But you were, and you got emotionally invested because of the love bombing. When we talked about love bombing, what is love bombing? We talked about it in the beginning. We just talked about what love bombing is. Love bombing is the act of trying to exert power and control over another person's life through excessive displays of love early on in a relationship. Love bombing establishes a deep emotional connection very fast. That's what love bombing does. It establishes a deep connection very fast. This is why I tell you, ladies, you have to choose the pace that you're trying to go at, and you have to dictate it. Too many times y'all let us come in, we take the pace. Now emotional connection is forming, and it's forming more so from your end than ours. Yes. I know a lady right now. I talked to a lady. She met this guy a couple of days ago. We was talking. She says they went on a date. I think it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and they was preparing for another date on Thursday, and then they on the phone every day. To me, in the beginning, that's too much. In the beginning, ladies, you cannot give premium access to a man who's on a trial period. Let me say this again. I say this to y'all all the time. You should not give premium access to a man who's on a trial period. These men that you just meet, honey, are on trial periods. You giving them full access and they ain't even invested nothing. You can't get full access to Netflix when you're on a trial period. There's certain movies you can't watch until you invest something. These men ain't even invested hardly anything in y'all giving them trial access, a premium access. He's not even a premium card holder. Yeah. Why does he deserve to be on the phone with you every day, all day long? Why? And you just met. Why do you need to? Why does he deserve to be able to tell you all of his problems and dump in your life? And y'all just met. Why does he deserve you cooking dinner for him and all that kind of inviting him over to your crib and all that and you just met? Why? He's on a trial period. Somebody say, well, Coach Paul, how long do you think the trial period will last? I think the trial period should last, probably about 3 months, 4 months max. Now, in that time frame, you could be giving a little bit more of yourself, but you're doing it in stages. But you need to make sure this man is really there for the right reason. Listen, I always say, ladies, you do the DTR at 4 months in. DTR, define the relationship. You need to have a conversation with this man if you have not already, if he not brought it up to you, of what are y'all doing? Are we dating? I see you as my partner. I would love to be your person. Do you see me as your person? Are we dating? It does not take a man 6 months to know what he wants to do with you. It don't take a man that long. Men know early on. If I haven't mentioned it to you, you can't assume we got something. That's the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all too busy assuming. Just because he spent time with you, just because he called you, just because he texted you, just because he bought you a gift, that does not mean y'all are in a relationship. You're not in a relationship until it's verbalized. What are we doing? And you need to make him accountable for saying what it is. One thing men typically ain't gonna do, they're not gonna lie and say you their girl when you're not. They're not, because he know what comes with that. What he gonna do is avoid it. Wait, why we gotta talk about that? We got a good thing going on. Why we gotta define it? That's what he'll do. He'll do that, but he ain't gonna call you his girl. And y'all don't even put him on the spot. And if you've been dealing with this man for 3 months, 4 months max, and you haven't done a DTR, and you keep going and going, the longer you in that situation, the deeper connected you're going to get emotionally, and it's going to be harder you to pull away when he tell you he ain't feeling you like you feeling him. I've seen it happen too many times. It's not happened too many times. I've seen it. All right, y'all want to talk about the next type of man? Let's go. Y'all got me up to 100,000. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for tapping today. Thank y'all for buying a product. That's amazing. Y'all are all amazing. I really, really appreciate y'all. I really do. Listen, if you're in Dallas, Texas area, make sure you come and hang out with me next Wednesday, June the 2nd. Come and hang out with me as for our live event. It's gonna be thank you, babe. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna have an amazing time next Wednesday, 7 p.m. at Cigar International here in Texas. If you're in the Dallas area, Fort Worth area, anywhere around, come out. We're gonna have a great conversation with men. We gonna listen. Women gonna listen to the men talk. We're gonna have a great conversation. It's gonna be a dialogue about why we like we are. I'm saying, okay. One more thing. Y'all want me to give y'all something else? Y'all tired? Y'all tired? You want me to keep going? Now, if I stay in here, y'all got to keep purchasing, keep tapping the screen, keep purchasing the material. I wish you was in Dallas too. It's gonna be a great event. All right, we're gonna keep going. I got one more. Y'all gotta keep purchasing the books. We got one book. I need y'all to go to download the ebook from my website, paulelbryant.com. Go download the 5 tips to dating success. If you're new to dating, you're starting to date, you haven't been dating in a while, you're trying to figure out how to get back in the game, you need to go to my website, paulelbryant.com, and purchase the 30-day guided workbook. 30-day guided workbook. Let's do it. Let's get it done. All right. So we talked about the type of toxic men you're gonna meet. You got the distressed guy, you got the cash. Now you got the other guy, you got the hunter. The hunter is the person that wants you to submit to him. Now listen to what we about to talk about, because this is when you hear this kind of conversation, you can kind of get an idea who he is. What is the hunter? The hunter draws people to him because they come off as powerful, but the power only comes from exploiting people, right? They come off as confident, but confidence is actually disguised as arrogance. It's really arrogance, and they come off as ambitious, but ambition is unbalanced and often it's really stubbornness. Okay. The hunter consciously seeks a particular type of partner dictated by their patriotic system, religious groups, or politically affiliated family. Listen to this. This type may vary, but some common examples of this are a man looking for a submissive wife, someone who will obey him. He wants her to dress a certain way. He don't want her to challenge him. Another example may be a powerful political family who is looking for a man to marry into their family who shares the beliefs and doesn't have new ideas and shaking things up. It can feel like privilege if the hunter decides you are a person he wants to be with. Hunters are particularly about the person they want to match up with. They're particular about the person they want to match up with, not because of personal preference. Listen to this. But to maintain a sense of power over the relationships and a sense of power over the narrative of the relationship. Let me tell y'all something. This type of guy is looking for a woman who's going to be submissive. She's moldable. She doesn't have her own mind. And he's always talking about how he wants a person to submit. So listen, there's nothing wrong with submitting in a relationship. It is something wrong when you want me to submit and you want total control and I can't have my own mind. This is the type of guy you may meet. Now, y'all got all these men all over the internet talking about how a woman needs to submit, whatever, but submission is actually mutual. Submission is never one-sided, or it shouldn't be. True submission shouldn't be. It's submitting both ways. But these types of guys want a particular woman who's going to submit and do everything they say. He wants you to dress a certain way. We're going back to Diddy. Diddy was this type of person. You remember he wanted all the women to wear white toenail polish. He told Cassie she needed to cut her hair like a certain way. He wanted her to wear certain clothes. All the women that he was with, they needed to wear white toenail polish. If they were women that wouldn't go along with that, he wouldn't deal with them. These particular men aren't looking for a partner who has individual opinions. He don't want a woman that has an individualistic approach to life. The hunter will seek out a person who is either indifferent or submissive and is actively exhibiting attributes, listen, that align with the maintenance of his hunter's power. The hunter can be incredibly toxic, since the primary motivator or reason the relationship exists in the first place is because of the power or their perception of power. Listen to what I just said. This person is not looking for a partner who is an individual, has individual opinions, has individual autonomy, or individualistic approach. This person wants control. These are the type of men that try to mask that control in the word submission. Okay? It said they come off as powerful, but their power comes from exploiting other people. That's Diddy. He exploited all those people, but it came off as power, but it was really exploitation. He controlled Cassie because he had those tapes. It came off as power, but it was exploitation. You meet a guy who has money, he's exploiting you because it's quid pro quo. They come off as confidence, but it's actually arrogance. Y'all see a lot of these dating relationship coaches on here doing that. They come off as super confident and high, but it's really arrogance. They come off as ambitious, but mostly stubbornness. What we talking about in here? Y'all listening to Coach Paul and I? We need to get one more book sold. I need one of y'all ladies to either go buy 30-day guided workbook from my website, paullbryant.com, or download the ebook. Let's go. Any questions, any comments? Gloria, you still in here? Gloria, you still in here? Y'all see that lady right there, Gloria Long? Like, we in the summertime right now. This is my assistant. One of my assistants. I have another assistant. Her name is Paula. Her and Gloria work together. Gloria is a travel agent who is amazing. One of the things I love about Gloria is she makes sure that she takes care of you. She gonna make sure your stuff is on point. She don't play no games. She's serious about what she's doing. She's been doing this for, I think, like 10, 12 years, something like that. Travel agent. If you have trips coming up, you're trying to plan a trip for this year, next year, Gloria is the person you want to see. Now, listen, when you go to Gloria, tell her, listen, I heard about you from Coach Paul. Now, if you go to Gloria and Gloria don't do the right thing, trust and believe, me and Gloria gonna have some conversation, because I'm not sending anybody over there to her, and that's why I trust sending y'all over there, because I know she's gonna do the right thing. Gloria is an honest person. She's a stand-up person. She helps me with a lot. She does so much for me, and I don't know what I would do without Gloria. So if you're planning trips, you got trips planned, you want to plan a vacation, plan a cruise, plan a trip, go to my partner Gloria. Make sure y'all follow her. Please follow her. Everybody send her a follow right now. She's the one I want y'all to go to. I wouldn't put her out there if I didn't trust her. She's gonna be planning my trips. She's planning some trips from people that we know. She's great at what she does. I originally heard of attachment styles through you, Coach, and I just came across and avoided. Oh wow. Yeah, let's talk about that. Where's she at? Can you come up to the stage? Come up to the stage. Can you come up and talk? What's up, sis?
Hey,
Hey, what's going on?
so it was dark. I'm sorry.
Nah,
I
you good.
just came across an avoidant person. I think I'm secure, but by me being secure, by me noticing he was avoidant, it made me anxious because I noticed something was different. Like he was pulling back, and I'm like, and then I started watching how he does things, and I'm like, okay, I get it now. So I got your the red book. I had your program when you first, then
Yeah,
you made it a group. Then I bought the other book, and I'm like, okay, this book it came in handy.
yeah.
It came in handy.
So let me tell you. So once you found out he was avoided, how did you handle the situation?
I just start watching how he does things, and I just start pulling back. And at first, like, I know you say date more than one person. I like I work a lot, and I don't even have time. I'm a flight attendant. I work another job. I
Okay.
don't have time to date a whole bunch of people.
Okay.
So I had planned in my mind to give him like 90 days by himself, like just date him 90 days, but I couldn't do that. I ended up cutting it off at 76 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I disappeared, I gave him a break for like 30 days, 36 days, something like that. And he changed. I noticed what he was. I noticed he was an avoidant. So I just started, I'll see him, but I did start seeing two other people. I'm trying to see who I like the most. I still like him the most though. Um, but I just
So so
give him
so you
his space.
so you still dealing with him.
Yeah, I still talk to him.
So
I
he
started back talking to him.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Once I gave him once I stopped talking to him for them 30 days or whatever, I started back talking to him, but I just started talking to other people as well. And I probably go on a date with him once a week.
So does he live? Does he have his own place?
Hmm.
Yeah. So let me say this. Even if you're dealing with an avoidant, situations like that can possibly work, right?
Hmm.
But if you are a person who has a very, very anxious attachment style, it's going to be very, very difficult for you. But now, if you happen to, if this person, you still like them, but you recognize they are an avoidant, if you have a conversation with them and you set boundaries around that, because if you're willing to accept him like that, then y'all can set boundaries and you understand, he understands how you like to be handled, right? You
Right.
understand how he like, and y'all work around that. It can still work. But you got to make sure he's not an avoidant to the point to where he does not want real commitment anyway. He wants commitment as long as it benefits him. But when it's a lot, because this is what avoidants do. They want to be with somebody until it's more required of them, and that's when they start pulling away.
Hmm.
So this is what you're gonna have to figure out. You know, where is he? Is he a fearful avoidant? Because fearful avoidants are different. They like relationships and they like commitment, but they get afraid when vulnerability starts happening. So they start pulling away, right? A dismissive avoidant is a person who likes his own space. He likes to do things how he wants to do them, and he wants to be able to operate how he wants to operate. But when the pressure of the relationship starts to weigh on him, he pulls away. Two different types of people. So you got to kind of figure out what type of person this is, because that's going to dictate if you're gonna have what it takes to be able to make this work. Because if you're in a relationship with a guy and you looking for real commitment they need to show up. They need to show up in a certain way,
Right.
right? But if he's not, you in my fact, did you even have a conversation with him about you noticing that he's an avoidant?
No, because I think that'll make him pull away. Because I think I had asked him. I've been asking him like questions. He was early on. He was really eager to answer my questions, and then once things started getting too close, he was like, "Just let me be me."
See,
He'll say things like that. So I don't push him too much because I know it makes him feel some kind of way. So if we can hang out for a whole day, and the next day he'll be good, but then 2 days later, quiet as a mouse.
yep, yep. That's an avoidant behavior, and because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's who I was. I was an avoidant. I was a dismissive avoidant for a lot of my time. That's what I was. I was cool dealing with women on my terms,
Okay.
right? But then I'll go missing too. I'll go missing for 2-3 days, and then you'll
Hmm.
call me. It'd be like, you know what I'm saying? But because it's like I needed to unplug. I didn't want the real responsibility of the relationship.
Hmm.
So, but then you got to ask yourself a question though: is this something you want to deal with long term? Because if this is who he is and he's not getting his help for it, he's not going to change. So then you got to ask: is this something that I can see myself dealing with? Because if this is his patterns, this is always going to be his patterns. Is that something you're willing to put up with?
See, that's right now. It only works for me because of my job. So I don't know. I don't. Right now, it works for me. Like when he shows back up, like he always on the same day. He always show back up on a Tuesday. he'll ask what's my schedule. He's consistent with what's my schedule like. He asks what my schedule like, and then he'll make plans for us to see each other once I get back home. He's consistent, but he's also consistent in shutting down. And he let me know like how he shuts down, but so I don't know how long I can take that.
Yeah, are you sure he's not? You sure he's not dealing with anybody else?
I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure. I
And see, that's
asked
gonna be.
him, like I asked him that like a month ago, and right because I asked him, I'm like, are you I worded it wrong because I noticed how he was disappearing. I'm like, how long you been talking to that other girl you talking to? I just said it like that. He was like, I don't recall telling you I talked to anyone else. I said you didn't, but your actions show me that you are. And he got really defensive. He got really defensive, and then the next day he apologized. He's like, I just don't want to mess this up or whatever. But he never said he wasn't.
Let me ask you this question: Are you and him intimate?
No,
You
we're
haven't been
not.
intimate at all?
No.
Okay, good. So he's seemingly there for whatever his interest is. But I would just sometimes honestly, because you said your attachment style is what?
I think I'm secure. I think I'm secure. I think I used to be dismissive because I'm like I could have my father died when I was 22. So and I did when I was younger, I think I did talk to men that I would only see I knew I would see them like once a week. And I don't know if it was my fault or theirs, but I was okay with seeing people just once a week because I knew my daddy, I knew he loved me and my daddy didn't live with he died when I was 22. So I knew my daddy loved me when I was younger. I knew he loved me. So I was and when we wasn't living in the same household. So when he died, I was 22. So I went from 22 to however age. And then I started dating people that I saw all the time. So I knew, I'm like, maybe I was a dismissal when I was younger.
Yeah, we probably. This having a dismissive attachment style is not an abnormal thing for a lot of people. I mean, especially if you had people that were in and out of your life. But
Hmm.
it's really more of independence. People typically that are dismissive grew up and they would taught to depend on themselves,
Hmm.
right?
I'm
So
the
you
oldest. I was the oldest.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So and typically those are those people who really dismissive. Then the fearful avoidant people. Those are people who had relationships with people that loved them, like their parents or whatever. They had parents, maybe say in the military, and the parents would come in, love on, and be there, and then be gone again. And they, and that caused that fear of when I become vulnerable with somebody, they're gonna leave. So it triggers that attachment style. Then anxious attachment style, it gets triggered just by needing constant reassurance of relationship. If you don't text me when I think you should text me, if I don't feel like, what I'm saying, if I didn't hear from you in a couple of days or whatever, I get real anxious and it triggers that because now I don't know if you still connected or whatever. So I would say with this particular guy, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad that you haven't been intimate with him. But if it's just something y'all hanging out, having fun, it shouldn't really matter that much to you at the end of the day. If you know he has this and you just kind of like chilling with him, kicking it with him from time to time, y'all not emotionally invested, you're not sexually invested, it shouldn't really matter. I wouldn't be afraid to tell him, hey, sir, I think you are, you in avoid, you got a dismissive attachment style. You probably avoiding attachment. You probably want to get that looked at. You should talk to him like that. He might
I
not.
think
He may know it.
so.
He may know it and not want to work on it, or he don't know it.
I don't know. Eh, I'm 50. He's 50. It may be getting close to us. That's what I'm trying to. It may be getting close to us going to another level. So that's what I'm trying to see. Like, it's getting close. Like I like his. We have a good time together. So, but I don't want to cross that line and not know like how long I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you notice that this man is dismissive, and
Hmm.
you go and have intimacy with him, and y'all
Hmm.
get to that point, it's gonna cause more of a connection between you and him, and it's gonna be much more difficult for you in that situation. I think once you notice that a person is like this, you need to bring it up to them, especially if they're saying they want to be with you.
Hmm.
You feel like you want to be with them.
Hmm.
You bring it up and let them know you've identified this, and it's okay to do that. If they get offensive, they get offensive. But I need to bring this up to you because if I see that this could be possibly going somewhere, I need for you to go get this worked on.
Right.
Or I need you to work on this because I can't get myself connected with you fully. And I know that this is going to be a problem later on.
Okay.
So if you decide to do that, and before you had this conversation, before you find out him working on that, if you do it, the consequences on your hands. You got to deal with the consequences of that.
Right. Okay.
So
Thank you for that.
yeah, had a conversation with him before you go to that next level.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay.
sis.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right. This is all. This is why I tell you, ladies, it's good for y'all to get to know multiple people because when you get to know one person and you like that person, it's hard for you to pull away when you see certain flags. What's up, Paula E? Y'all give it up. Hey, y'all see Paula E in here? She's also one of my assistants. She helps me out, her and Gloria. Make sure y'all follow her, show her some love, give her some whatever, man. These are great. The reason why I'm able to be on this live and doing this stuff is because of them. I'm gonna be honest with you. They keep me on point. They keep me motivated. I'm gonna tell you right now. And Gloria tell you this. I called Gloria the other day. I agree to quit all this. Y'all don't understand. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't get it. I called Gloria. Gloria, am I lying? Am I lying, Gloria? I called Gloria the other day and I told Gloria, I said, I'm about to shut all this down. I'm just gonna stop doing it. Gloria, am I lying? It was just the other day. I said, I'm just gonna stop all of it. I said, I got frustrated. I was like, women don't listen. They doing everything I'm telling them not to do. You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose? I just go mind my business. Y'all gotta understand something. I have been doing coaching on and off for many years. I actually stopped coaching